Salute everybody. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, happy Wednesday to each and every one of you guys. I hope everybody's having a blessed Wednesday so far. Today we're going to be talking about Nolan Wells and the unsettling cover up in Katie's part. Who is Katie? Because it's something about each individual character that just sparks another conversation, if you get what I'm saying. We're going to break it down today, and we're going to play some videos and things like that, because today we're going to discuss the characters. We're going to discuss the autopsy, the new autopsy, not one of the characters' autopsies, okay? The details and everybody's role. We want to talk about everybody's role, because this story keeps getting deeper and deeper, and it's surrounded by so much. And one person called it out 6 days before, because we know for a fact that the autopsy just came out today. But somebody who has been touching on a lot of cases, they basically did him like they did. Yeah, they did, Max. But somebody called this out that touched on a lot of cases. My girl, Rain of Fire. We're going to listen to something she said 6 days ago. Okay? Let me get my shout outs out and we'll get into it. Hey, Leslie, what's going on? Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use. For purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. And the educational part is, for me, everybody ain't your friend, okay? Everybody ain't your friend. It's not these characters is not what you call friends, okay? Let's start there for sure. Hey, Goddess, little sis, what's going on? Hey, Imperfectly, what's going on, Sister Latasha Jackson? Like Shank Rock said, make sure you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. And also, feel free to grab you a green subscription jacket, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Also, go over there. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitch. I'm going to start going over there on Twitch. Maybe next week I'll start going on Twitch so we can get more in depth into things, okay? But make sure, also, you guys, help me reach my goal today. I have a goal, and it's an incentive given to content creators by YouTube. So help me reach that goal, guys. Hey, Mia, what's going on, sister? Candy. Hey, Prize Baby, what it do, love? Hey, Valerie, sis. Tawana. I don't know if I said hey, Latasha, but hey, sis. Capricorn, what it do, sissy? How you been? What's going on? I'm gonna be in the bushes for a few minutes while I grab lunch, but I'm listening. All right, sister. What's going on, Kirby? What's going on? Miss Wisdom said definitely a cover up. Absolutely. And y'all make sure y'all drop Miss Wisdom's link, okay? Drop Shank Rock's link, drop Max Boogie's link for me. What's going on? Something sweet. What's going on? Drop Payday's link. For sure. I meant to drop their links before I came. So as I review their lives and stuff, I want you guys to drop their links. Hey, my mother's keeper, what's going on, sister? Hey, Mooey, sis, what's happening? Honey 5K, make sure y'all subscribe to my sister, Honey 5K. Max said they basically did them like they did Kanika. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like this setup is real or what? Happy hump day, Tootie. What's going on, sister? And Shank Rock over on his good Twitch. Make sure you drop your Twitch link. Make sure y'all follow Shank Rock on his Twitch. What's going on, Sherry Manning? How are you? Hey, Val. What's going on, Bookie? Katie ain't right. We're going to break that down today, Val. Hey, Regina, sis. What's going on, Bird sister? What's happening? What's going on, sweet honey? What's going on? Make sure y'all welcome everybody in. Tasha Briscoe, what's happening, sister? What's going on, country? What's going on with you? Hey, Cassandra, what's going on? What's going on? Hi, Gigi, what's happening, sister? Hey, Stephanie, what it do, Steph? Oh, you was on the other page. Hey, Latoya, what's happening? Hey, Blessed by God, what's happening? How you doing? Queen Butterfly, all right, let's get into it. Hey, Maisha, sis. Hey, Teresa, what's going on, sister? Miss Flipmo, what's going on, sister? What's happening, sis? Let's start with the characters. Let's get the characters out of the way. You might have to know them and stuff like that. And let's don't forget to drop the link. I'm chilling. I'm celebrating my birthday yesterday. Okay, Latoya, happy belated birthday to you, and many more to come. Thank you, Regina, sis. This was a setup from the beginning. Absolutely. We have Warren, whose interview we're going to watch. We're going to watch Warren's interview today. We're going to listen to Warren's interview today. And we're going to try to get through a couple of interviews, and we're going to try to get to that autopsy and stuff. We have Warren. We have Wyatt. We have a character by the name of LB. We have Katie. We have Katie's dad. Hey, Samad. We have Katie's cousin, who's allegedly, hey, thank you, SP, sis, appreciate you, who allegedly, and this allegedly with Katie's cousin. Katie's cousin is allegedly on the run. Katie's cousin has deleted his social media, the interview PMO, a whole bunch of nothing. Okay? And perfectly said, this reminds me of a repeat of Emmett Till case, and the mother and the father somewhat look like his parents. They do. After you just said that, it's creepy. Katie's cousin, Jovan. We have Jovan, who went and did an interview on TMZ saying that, hey, Miss Wicked, what's going on? Thank you. Thank you for the love over there on Twitch. Thank you, Miss Wicked. Jovan said that Nolan wasn't the one arguing. He said that was my other friend. It doesn't sound like Nolan, but ain't it funny that the other friends that Nolan was on the boat with said that Nolan had an argument? But Javon, you said you're his friend. Oh, everybody didn't have their stories together, huh? Everybody didn't have their shit together. Stories ain't adding up again. 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2. Then we have Tristan. Then we have Eric. Then we have Jax. Then we have Morgan. Then we have Ava, who really did have a party. Thank you, Mui, for becoming a member. Thank you, sister. This new generation of young adults is a different type of evil. They sure didn't have their lives together. They didn't. It is a different type of evil. Hey, sister. That's my real blood sister. Hey, sis. Love you. Sweet honey, thank you for the finger heart. Thank you. Thank you for the cheers flip mode. Thank you for supporting me on Twitch always. Thank you. What's going on, sis? Thank you for the gems. Thank you, sis. Ava had a party on 4th of July. I thought they said that those pictures. Thank you, sister. I love you. I'm going to call you when I get off live. I thought they said that there was never a pool party. Well, the pool party was a month before. But come to find out, this is where Katie comes in. Ava had a pool party. Now, remember the friends, they told Nolan's mom that Katie disappeared. Hey, Trace. They said Katie disappeared and we don't even know Katie. But didn't y'all call Ava's pool party and ask Katie, had she seen Nolan? Now, I ain't never called nobody that, hey, Pretty Trucker, what's going on? Make sure y'all drop y'all links, okay? Make sure y'all go subscribe to my girl, Pretty Trucker. Now, for somebody y'all don't know, who's calling my phone that don't know me? How would y'all know who to reach to get my number if y'all don't know me? In fact, we know that y'all know Katie. Okay? Hey, Tiana. Katie and the crew are Shady Records. And Katie's dad is a police officer. Everybody's something in this case, ain't it? Let's start with the other characters, the main ones. Judge Ashley, who came out breaking all kinds of protocol off the muscle. Hey, Peaches, sis. She already had her alibi together. They was on the island. They left at 3 o'clock. At 4:30, they was stuck on the water. The boat was going underwater. It was, allegedly supposed to be sinking. Because if a boat is water's getting up on the boat's eventually gonna sink. And then they went to the house and they realized that Nolan wasn't there. She said, "Yep, I think Katie's dad is a Coast Guard cop." Absolutely, Gigi. Absolutely. What I'm trying to understand is that they got lawyered up when it's time to ask questions, but go do interviews freely because the mother said he didn't need a lawyer for that. Let's stay right there, LaToya. What? Why did y'all get lawyered up? Y'all got lawyered up before the mama had been crump. Anybody, y'all got to remember, they got lawyered up immediately. Hey, TC, what up, bruh? They got lawyered up immediately. What's going on, newbie sis? They lawyered up quick. They was all jealous of Nolan. This was playing out, but they forgot social media is no joke. They're going to blow it up. And I want to talk about, I'm going to get into that another time, but I got my notes right here wrote down. Something that kind of scares me is the high school. Oh, what a creepy high school, you guys. Right here is deaths. All the students that's no longer here. Nolan's right here. Ocean Springs. The dark side. But that's another subject. I just want to bring that up. I'm going to be interviewing some people from Ocean Springs, okay? Going to be interviewing and getting the dark side of what happens at Ocean Springs. Because as I go in them comments, you keep hearing about the elite. If you don't have the money, if you're not rich, how you get bullied, the sacrificial rituals. The sacrificial rituals. I was in the comments like, wait a minute. What? But after I looked at all the deaths of all the people that attended this school that Nolan went to, this dark side, it made me realize it's more to this. Hey, Rhapsody, what's going on? They thought that this would be swept under the rug and accidental drowning was going to be it. Yes, what's going on, Smurf Ed sis? So y'all make sure y'all drop Smurf Ed's link. What's going on, Rhapsody sis? So glad that you're touching on the subject of the school because they let the black coach talk. LaToya, I'm definitely going to break the school down. Got to feed the demons. We definitely, Queen Butterfly, what's going on, sister? We definitely going to break the school down. First of all, before we get into Warren's interview, let me let y'all hear something that Raina Fire said. And I know a lot of people will say, I don't get into the medium. I don't get into it. Well, Rain has been influential. Rain and Bree has been very influential in a lot of cases that I cover. I want you guys to hear what Raina Fire said 6 days ago before today. Hold on now. My phone that can stay. Let me do it this way.
So a week ago, I did a mediumship reading on Nolan Wells. And during this reading, his soul told me that he was dead before he touched the water. He also told me that his body was put in the water. I also saw that he was drugged. He got into an altercation and his head was hit.
She said, I also saw he was drugged and that his head was hit. She said, I also saw that he was drugged and his head was hit. And today, we're going to hear what Ben Crump said about something about the head. I now do because I listen to them. I used to see things before they happened. I'm confused how Nolan hanging at your house, but never been to hit. Absolutely, we're gonna get into it. Does that make sense? I want to meet all parents my kids hang with because I need to know if you're good or bad. Absolutely. What's going on, GA Peach? What's going on? Welcome. Thank you, Miss Gigi. Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate that. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? The mark on back of his head. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all drop y'all links too, moderators. Drop y'all links if you have one. If y'all got a YouTube channel, let us know. Drop Rain of Fire's link. Did the cousin say they poured something in Nolan's mouth? I gotta go back and look. What's going on, Crystal? What's going on? Hello, everybody from Newton, West Virginia. Okay, God gives some people spiritual sense of discernment, and for sure. Let's get into it.
I mean, just straight out. The first thing I want to ask you is, did you kill Nolan? All right, Warren. We had a chance to get.
Give me a second, guys. Let me throw that back. I want to take it back because my Wi-Fi or whatever. Intentionally, thank you so much. GA Peach, thank you for becoming a member. Y'all welcome Crystal in. Crystal, welcome, okay? Make sure I miss nobody. The autopsy was so disturbing. I cried. It was very disturbing. That's why the throat wasn't given. Wow, yes. And how you doing intentionally?
To get to know each other over the last 2 days. Went out to Horn Island, so I've had an opportunity to talk to you about a few things, and the things that you've told me have literally blown my mind. But the world haven't had a chance yet to hear your story.
And you know, shout out to the Officer Tatum. Shout out to the Officer Tatum and stuff. But Officer Tatum, can we be honest? That's not your friend. If you're my friend, I'm not gonna immediately lawyer up when my friend is found allegedly drowned. Because that's what Sheriff John said. Sheriff John said, hey, it's nothing to see here. He drowned. He accidentally drowned. But who made you the medical examiner to even determine that? Who made Sheriff John a doctor or an examiner to say he don't know if he got pushed in? Even if he did drown, he don't know anything. But he went in and said, hey, nothing to see here. Everything's accidental. You know, he drowned. That's another character. But he's saying, yeah, your friend Nolan, yeah, you know, and you ain't got to tell your side. Can we please stop? You know, I don't know if y'all don't know the definition of what a friend is. But we ain't see Wyatt at the funeral. Because his mama never said that he killed Nolan. Wyatt, Nolan's mother, has never said she wants to know what happened to her son. See, nothing but guilt is going to keep you from going. Because I'm going to be there at my friends. The only reason why I want nobody to see me is because they're going to say, we didn't want them here. But I'm going to try my damnedest to get in there. The judge has a lot of people on payroll. It's a lot of lies and cover up. Mississippi knew exactly what to do. If a second autopsy was done, they won't find anything. That's why they kept the throat. Tawana, that's why they kept the throat. And a couple of other pieces wasn't there. Why? Smurfette said, I don't like it. Come on, y'all. You keep out the most influential part. Because that's how you determine if it was water in the lungs and some more. That's our other big character, Stacey Turner. Make sure y'all write all these characters down, especially the main ones. Stacey Turner, again, has been doing this for a long time. Remember, she said Trey Reed hung himself. There's nothing to see here. He hung himself from the tree. But come to find out, that boy had brain trauma and so much more stuff. Shout out to Colin for that second autopsy with that one. The other young man, there's nothing to see here. It's undetermined how he passed, but he had swelling of the brain on the second autopsy and some more. She's a big part of this. And they know that if they dig deep into this, the way Ben Crump is, they're going to have to open every case that Stacey Turner has done when it comes to melanated people. I saw two YT people. What you mean you saw two YT people? His conscience is eating him up. Absolutely. Hey, Davita says it's eating him up. She said gut will make a motherfucker tilt. Okay, man, I'm just saying, Crystal. Come in, Wyatt. Come in, Warren. Let's give y'all stories. Y'all friends of, you know what I'm saying? Them ain't friends. All Pooh praying for you, baby. Y'all make sure y'all put some praying hands for Pooh. She said she was in a bad accident. Her car was totaled. My youngest daughter was in a bad accident. Damn near ran into a restaurant, but she hit a pole. So, you know, they totaled her car too. She said that part, if you innocent, show up. Leezy, my love, what it do, sister? I love you, Pooh. It's his conscience eating him up. Oh, wow. She said, Queen Butterfly, that interview pissed me off. His good, friendly ass. Okay. She said, Tatum is full of ish for real. I see. Exactly. It's insane. Just saying. Lady LeMay said, if it's not your Wi-Fi, you show so many videos, you need to look into VPN for buffing. Sure will help Precious. Check it out. Okay, that's what I need to do. Let me write that down. Teresa said it ain't nothing but good old boys days, except it's 2026. To cover what happened, that's why they keep saying it. Exactly. She said you could see the guilt on his lying face. Karen Angela said, very sad. Thank you, Mui. I love you, sissy. Thank you. She said, broke legs. Thank you, Smurfette, for the 100. Thank you. She said, Queen Butterfly, we on the same page. Man. What's going on, T-Lady sis? What's going on? I don't want to miss your comments. Yeah, that friend that did the interview, what is a mom and Nolan's mom, was on the panel too. I don't trust them. They had holes in their story. Everything is holes all through there. The friend that did the interview with his mom. I think that's Javon. Healing it in Christ Jesus' name. God not pleased in this case is opening up graves. We not. Yes. Tawana, very much so. What's going on, Godmother, baby? Happy Wednesday. The little rascals got some explaining to do. They line ass, hey, Kamisha, guilt not touching Warren. Trust me, if it was, he would have told the truth, not sitting there telling lies on top of lies. I agree. This case is so heartbreaking. Yes, it is.
You know, some of the other guys were afraid because of the threats and the violence that's been threatened against their lives and all of the above. But you decided that you wanted to take this bold step.
Stay life. Man, stop it. Threats against their lives. Like, are y'all cool? Hold on, y'all. Hello. Threats against ain't Nolan's mama getting threats? Hey, Love Jones. Taking out the throat will keep them from determining. Absolutely. Hey, Tracy SM. Not they're getting threats. Not the powerful elite. Blue Boys getting threats, but Nolan's mom is getting all kind of threats. Officer Tatum, is it something that you don't like about being Chrome? Because one thing we know, black people hate black people the most. We hate each other the most. Thank you, Rhapsody. We do. We hate each other the most. Is it something about this case that you wanted to take over and do, and or something? Because a lot of people don't like being Chrome. But a lot of people don't like us. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's not act like people don't like us for no reason. This boy wasn't on the boat with Nolan Nolan listened to him. It's a lot he said. Thank you, Flipmo, thank you. But he said they're getting threats.
Your side out here. And I want to start at the very beginning of all of this and ask you, what was your relationship like with Nolan? Who was he to you?
Nolan, I could describe Nolan in millions. I mean, Nolan was not a friend of me, but he was a brother. I grew up through elementary, middle school, high school, and even our college. We talked on the phone. We were really close friends. And Nolan to me, and Nolan lit up every room he walked
like a
in.
brother. Hey, with friends like these, who needs enemies? He said they was best friends, but yet you didn't even go to your best friend's funeral. You lawyered up. He wasn't your brother. Hey, Alma sis. Privileged kids are the worst. They do whatever, and their parents make it disappear like nothing never happened. It's so sad. Absolutely. You wasn't his brother. I mean, it's disgusting to listen to these false narratives. That's how you know it's more to this story. This is how you know the cover up is real. And it's the unsettling cover up. Because you's a cold-blooded ass person when you can sit on a couch. Y'all don't rehearse this shit and some more, because you know for a fact, Officer Tatum, that is not what brothers do. That is not what brothers do. It's just like saying somebody that's my sister know what happened to me and I'm unalived. You know what I'm saying? And you like, I know it was your sister and all, and what? Hey, Vapey, what's going on? I didn't even get any notifications. YouTube. They couldn't been too close if you ain't never been at it. Come on, Mooey. That's why I said, listen, if he was like a brother, why would you cover up his death? Come on, Crystal. Period. Why do you have a lawyer?
He always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. I've never seen Nolan get in an argument with somebody and say bad things about someone. There's a lot of people that are, and I mean, I had a great relationship with Nolan. I've never got in an argument with Nolan. We were super close, and I've never said or will ever.
As you said, you kind of.
Whoever said you was the one arguing with him, Warren? We didn't hear that Warren was the one arguing. Nobody could dictate who was arguing. But see, this is where the story is fucked up. Let me tell you where they messed up at. Javon. That was my friend arguing about his phone. Who didn't have their phone, y'all? Who? Hey, Red, what's going on? Why you keep mentioning arguments? He definitely did. I definitely noted that. Who didn't have their phone? Javon. Nolan. Nolan wanted his phone back. And it's coincidental that Nolan's phone was without him. And that's what we heard. Give me my phone back. See, you're not his friend either, Javon. You're not his brother either. So we can stop the narratives. Officer Tatum acting like the detective with Jarvis and Turga. Jason, Kern B, you so right. Wanted to be friends. Nolan didn't have his phone. Justice for Nolan. He a friend, but no tears, no remorse, no straight face, and look at his face, just evil. Hey, Lily, and didn't listen to what he said. Yeah, me and Nolan never had an argument. Who said you did? Nobody could see a face. Remember, nobody could see a face in that video. We only heard Nolan asking for his phone. Yeah, me and him never had an argument. Me and Nolan, nobody said that. This story has just sickened me. Justice for Nolan. What's going on? Lola said, I have to not respond to this case because it pisses me off how they keep saying I'm Nolan's best friend. Nolan is my brother, blah, blah. This wouldn't have happened if he was a brother or friend. She said, F phones, I'm jumping in. We getting unalived together. Man, we would have got that phone. Wasn't no unaliving. As many as them it was on that boat. Javon is suspect to me. He's lying about a lie. Jealous. Absolutely, Tawana. You know when you ain't as close and the boys ain't letting you in as close as. But I want y'all to listen to what Warren is saying. Because we're going to break this down, what he's saying. You got to listen to the words he's using and what he's saying.
Grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know his mom, or did you? How was that? Because I saw in the media where it appears that she may have said, at least.
Right. Well, Nolan, a lot of them hung out.
Wait. That's your brother. The mama don't even, this is your brother. You saying how about 8th grade and shit. That's why I listen to everything somebody say. You said that's your brother. Your best friend. You don't know your best friend's mom and dad. You never been to his home, but he could come to y'all's. Y'all wasn't allowed over to the black people's home. 8th grade and y'all done graduated and some more shit. Somebody talk to him. Doing this interview did not help him because anything he said will be used against him. Latoya, you ain't my sister. You ain't my best friend and you ain't never met my mama or my pops. You ain't my best friend if y'all ain't never been over my house. But I always had to come to y'all's. Warren kept talking in circles, saying a lot of nothing. Absolutely, Kern. Word is, yes. Best friend, but don't know the mama. Mind you, the mama made a video on TikTok showing all his friends gathered at their house. So if y'all was so close and stuff, why didn't you know the mom? Maybe bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. I ain't accepting. I ain't going. Mississippi needs to be exposed. My friend was set up. My friend was set up at 17, got 65 years. Right, LOL, you better say it. I'm just saying, Mooey. That says a lot right there. Boom, there it is. Absolutely. Payday, what's going on? Y'all make sure y'all follow my friend Payday, okay? I'm going to be playing one of her lives because she definitely showed the autopsy, so that's where that's coming from. Shout out to you, Payday, for covering it. I stand by Nolan. Let's get justice. She shouldn't even be able to do an interview about Nolan. This is so disgraceful. I would have had him summoned. He wouldn't have been able to speak on my child unless telling what he knows. Absolutely. And ain't that weird that y'all got lawyers, but y'all doing interviews? Because ain't that when you just shut up? Y'all know most people don't do interviews because they say to you, unfortunately, I can't talk to you. What's going on, Power Ranger Slayer, baby? Unfortunately, I can't. When I hit people up, and I hit people up all the time with these cases I find, I'm like, hey, I would love to interview you. And well, due to the circumstances of the case, we're not allowed to talk to anybody. Even when it's just their kid or anything, or their loved one did that, they won't talk because they're under, it's an investigation. And they don't want what they say to be used against them in the court of law. That's why I'm saying, Officer Tatum, I must ask you again, Officer Tatum, what's your role? Because didn't I say today we're discussing everybody's role? I ain't even act like I'm your friend. I'm just a content creator talking to you. So that way it won't be I'm not leading nobody on like, oh, coming. Yeah, I believe you and all of that just to get them for a click and a view. because I'm cool off all of that. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, get to the story, you know what I'm saying, and see if we can get some closure to it, you know, bring a little clarity to it. I had thought that Javon mama picked up the phone. What if she deleted the stuff from the phone? She was alone with the phone as well. Then they went with the interviews with them have been going to suspect. Think about that. Because she told a TikToker that I didn't even know Javon went over there and was on TMZ. Hey, 80s blesses. I didn't even know. But what Warren said, that's my bestie, that's my brother. Remember, he didn't even say I was his brother. That was Officer Tatum. We can't be putting words in one mouth. Where he said, that's your friend, that's your best friend, that's your brother. Exactly what was his point in this interview? Because no clarity to anything. Warren answered just even more questions. And there's some more stuff we're going to break down. Listen to what he's saying. Pay attention to the repeat and stuff. He's saying shit that he didn't even ask him.
I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight knit. I mean, we hang out every day when we're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And I mean, we were never at Nolan's house, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But
everyone keeps asking me how I'm doing my podcasts all by myself. And I have one answer: Riverside.
I met his father, and I mean, in 8th grade, Nolan, that's when Nolan and I like got really close. It was COVID year, and
8th grade, y'all.
We were in class all year long together, me and a couple of my buddies, and Nolan and I just got super tight because we'd get a Waffle House once a week together, eat, and I mean, we were just super, super close. But his dad would swing by Waffle House, you know, and like, you know.
Yeah, me and Nolan. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. Yeah, I just want y'all to know he was my best friend. Yeah, me and Nolan's best friends. Yeah, we got super close in the 8th grade. I know because it was COVID. Yeah, 8th grade. Me and Nolan's best friends. We got super close. Hey, Poola Woods, baby. Just want y'all to know that we are. If he say it one more time, it's too much clarity. See, when you put too much clarity on something, an officer Tatum, you should know that you're an officer. Too much clarity means you're lying. Yeah, it kind of means you're lying. Wait a minute, he never been to Nolan's house, but they was called. That's his brother. Didn't you just hear him say it 20 times? Hey, LaShonda, that's his brother. Y'all was never invited because they didn't trust Jazz. Or was it they wasn't invited? They was invited, but you better not go over them niggas' house. He got to come over here. She said, yeah, close, but I ain't been chilling. Come on. You come to my crib, I'm going to yours. Unless we ain't allowed over your house. And remember, we talking about 8th grade. That's 6 years of school. 6 years and you ain't never been over his house. But pay attention to the clarity. That's why I said listen to what's being said. How many times he's saying it. I was at my best friend's house every weekend all through high school, meet and greets, grand. Come on. Just like Eddie is. Just like Eddie with Carmelo. Eddie was at the granny's birthday party, bar mitzvahs, marshmallow and s'mores melts, and everything else. Double date, movies, Top Golf, and some more. Are y'all paying attention? And he didn't know him. That was supposed to be your friend. Is this boy who's stepmama the judge? All these demon seeds got me confused. That's why I feel a way about the parents. Absolutely. He wasn't allowed over to the boy's house.
You know, hang out around us, but never, you know, I was never around Nolan's parents a lot. Yeah, but I mean, that didn't change our relationship.
How many times we gonna hear that they close? How many times y'all done counted? And we just barely 4 minutes into the video. How many times are we gonna say how close they was? Tatum definitely, man, say, because that would irritate me. I would move on, but Tatum wants this picture painted for this white boy, Warren, that he was a best friend. Honey 5K, to make us really think as black people that we're stupid. Because that's what the word nigga really means. It means stupid. And we're not that, and we're not going. Absolutely, country. I'm just saying. And y'all know Tatum despises, and you can't say you don't, Officer Tatum. You despise being crunk. Is it too much blackness for you? Because, as black people, sometimes we don't know how to stand on our side of the fence. We want to straddle the fence of the white people. We do. Some people even do it at work. Don't realize you're doing it, but you're still black. Today, leave this chat realizing and understanding you're still black. I don't care if you wear designer like them. I don't care when most of us talk like them. You're still black. Stay in your lane. Stay on your side of the fence. Just that simple. Act natural.
4th of July, where you guys were all going out.
Right.
This seems like something that I would assume that may have occurred more than just this year.
Yeah, of course.
Was it something that you guys did? 2-part question. I want to know, is it something that you guys typically did together, that you hang out often in this fashion? And then I want you to then walk me through 4th of July this year when the incident happened.
Okay. Being Gulf, guaranteed everybody's going out, and that's a known thing. Everybody's.
He said, being from the Gulf Coast, everybody's fishing. We're not talking about that. What do that got to do with this? Ain't making sense. He said, tell me what y'all would do. It's the Gulf Coast and everybody likes to go fishing. And, about that time of year is 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Y'all asses didn't have a pole or a fish on that boat. You didn't have a pole or a fish. See, right there. Yeah, this is to the white parents of Warren. This was a setup. Just like how they set up Nolan. They got, they setting up this case with Nolan. This was a setup. I mean, to us, And I'm black. My kid ain't talking. Absolutely, Mooey. That boy Warren red as a tomato. Why you nervous, Warren? Things should have. Yeah, because, you got Officer Tatum got you in his house. We going to clear your name. Shit. Clear? No, we seeing this shit clear as day. Warren, you're effed up in my Minister Society voice. Hey, no love, what's going on? Yes, absolutely, Dimples. Absolutely. What's going on, no love, sis? Love you. Listen how many times he's going to say fishing. Pay attention.
Trying to get a ride out to Horn Island, or, people go to Ship Island. But most of everybody from Ocean Springs and the Gulf Coast go to Horn Island. We went last year, and he was this was a common thing. My friends go on the boat when we're home. Very, very common. That's what we like to do. My friends like to fish also, and like to go on the boat. Not just fishing, but like to go on the boat, like to go on sunset cruises, like to do it all. And I love to do that too. I mean, it's not like he's just like everyone else in our friend group. He loved to go on the water and have a good time with the guys, and that's what we did a lot. But 4th of July, everybody was out there. Like I said, like Nolan was always come. Nolan was always.
Nolan, my friend. Nolan's my brother. He was my brother. We went fishing. 4th of July, everybody likes to go fish. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to the Gulf. People go out there, they go fishing and shit. We ain't talking about Nolan. Yeah, Nolan was invited. My friend group, they always invited Nolan. It's the repeat for me. What the fuck you keep talking about fishing? We talking about the 4th of July. Like I said, I ain't see a fishing pole or fish. I didn't see a bucket. I didn't see bait or nothing. I ain't see a tackle. What? And we didn't go fishing, that's just something that we do. Motherfucker, we know, we seen the pictures. Okay? He keeps saying my friends. Noted. I'm glad, Moo, you catching on. Pay attention. But he don't never mention the friends. Thank you for the silver star, no love. Yeah, absolutely, imperfectly. Absolutely.
Was out there with us, and but started 4th of July. My buddies and I had talked about this week's upcoming. Everybody's very, very excited for the 4th of July from down here. Like it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
Very, very big deal. And I actually stayed with Nolan that night, and my buddy's.
Let's stay there. Let's stay right there. Yeah, I actually stayed with Nolan that night at my buddy's house. Who's my buddy? See, this is the problem too with people. Your friends, my homegirl's friends ain't my friends. I might go out. You know what I'm saying? That's her friends. You ever got that friend that hang with other people that you just, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they were his friends. Them are your buddies, your pals. Because that's what they call my buddy, my pal. Pay attention to the wording. Hey, Sharon. Isn't fishing is what they say when they're hunting for someone to unalive. Hey, Casino. Pay attention to the word, y'all. My buddy. Yeah, I stayed over with Nolan that night at my buddy's house. Who's the buddy? See, y'all gonna do an interview. Put it on the floor. Whose house did y'all stay over? Who's the buddy? Who's the pal? You know you can't drop them characters' names. Y'all get what I'm saying? He can't drop them characters' names. Because those characters are the one who did something, Warren. You're just keeping your mouth shut. I don't think Warren did it. But Warren know that Wyatt did. Wyatt always been the one on my list. Wyatt. That's okay, because when it goes down, everybody's getting questioned. They're going to put them in separate rooms and watch them stories fall. The story's already falling apart. She said, I don't mess with everyone. You know how your friend try to bring your friend and I used to get annoyed with that. Who is Jamie? I don't know, Smurfette. Where did that name come from? I don't got that name on my list. Big facts, they do have code words for things that they do. Tell the truth, shame the devil, okay? Tell the truth and shame that devil. Because, baby, this right here is something different.
His house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. Nolan was not with.
It's an investigation. We went and got, trying to remember. Yeah, we went and got breakfast. No, Nolan wasn't with me. I went to McDonald's. Pay attention to this interview, y'all. We went and got breakfast. Who went and got breakfast? Oh, yeah. No, I went and got breakfast. Yeah, Nolan wasn't with me when I went and got breakfast. Can't keep letting the boys mess slide. That's why I ride solo. This case triggers me. I got a lot of motherfuckers. I'm on heads in this case, okay? Listen to what he's saying, y'all.
Breakfast. I had my buddy buddy's boat, hooked up to my truck, and well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back and
did you go home or did you go get breakfast?
Loaded it down with ice and just got everything ready. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and why I drove the boat from Fort Bayou boat launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
And you say we were going to meet you guys there.
We had roughly 20 to 30 people coming on 3 separate boats with us. And so we were all following each other out there as one big group. You know, it wasn't just.
It went from 7 to 30. Warren, you know you effed up. It went from 7 to 30. Yeah, we had about 3 boats and 3 boats of people that, you know, came out with us, and, you know, so the 30 people that came out on them 3 different boats, nobody helped y'all when y'all was going underwater, when y'all boat was going underwater, because ain't that panic? But when y'all called the 911, when y'all called 911, when y'all called 9 motherfucking 11, this is how the shit went. Yeah, the boat's, it's catching water. Water is getting on the boat. And we're out in the middle of the ocean. And okay, you're going to send somebody. Man, say, I was waiting for that's when it should have been nervousness. And they, you know, the 911 caller supposed to be like, okay, calm down. Is everybody accounting? Let that been a phone call from us in the water. Y'all know soon as some water get on the boat and it ain't come from us getting at the water and breaking that shit on the boat, and the boat is starting to fill up with some water, 911 call totally different. You gonna have to calm down, man. We gonna need you to calm down. Y'all gonna hear cussing in the back. Send somebody right now. We gonna be out there stopping boats and shit. Hey. Cause water's getting on the boat. That means the boat could potentially sink. We don't know how fast this boat is gonna be taking on water. Hey, Precious. We don't know how fast this boat is gonna be catching water. And I ain't saying if I was with white people, my reaction is gonna be the same. I'm coming up off her. Y'all waiting on a boat that's catching water that's sinking. Y'all waiting in the middle of the water. The 911 call was just so bland. It wasn't 911. It was a towing company that never showed up. They never showed up. So how'd they get the boat, Leslie? That was going underwater per Judge Ashley. How it wasn't a 911 calling Judge Ashley? We got questions. We got questions anyway, because you said they went home and we heard the woman. I heard a 911 call, Leslie. I don't know if it's fake, but it's allegedly a 911 call, and the woman's like, is everybody on the boat accounted for? Is everybody good? Because they're stating they're going underwater. See, they was building that alibi because they had already did something to Nolan. And y'all white people on that was going to say something. Not that they canceled the tow. The boat going underwater, Ashley. Ain't that what Ashley said? The judge. They were called not to come. Okay, the water ain't coming up on the boat no more. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. I didn't even know they called and canceled. And remember, they said Ashley said when they went to the house after the boat calling 911. Hey, Latricia. She said when they got to the house, that's when they realized the black kid ain't here. No, Nolan. And it's the time of the phone call for me. It's the timing of the phone call for me. Ashley. Oh, she definitely do, Tawana. She said Judge Ashley should have kept her little post to herself. Yeah. Cognitive said Nolan probably got injured and ended up drowning trying to wrangle. And that's when I think it happened, Cognitive. When Ashley put that timing, when she put that timing on her, that's when that shit happened with Nolan. They asses panicked and they calmed them kids down. Okay, call a tow. Say the boat is catching. Man, y'all don't think them kids was talked through? Y'all think that shit just happened and then they canceled their tow and went to the house? Ashley had already put the narrative out there. She started spinning the narrative immediately. Because we don't have to be lawyers or know the law to know that Ashley broke all kind of protocols when she made that statement. We know that Ashley made that statement and she broke all kind of protocols. Because if anybody should have been saying something, you should have let his mammy or his daddy say something, Ashley. But see that power that she holds. And at this time, we want all the boys to delete their self for what? Not his good buddy, old pal, old brother. Not, oh brother, where art thou? Not, that's what I'm talking about. Officer Tatum. His brother, Warren, Nolan's brother, Warren, best friend, as you were sitting up here saying, is his best friend, got this boy lying, deleted his social media and so much more. Why did Judge Ashley have them doing all of that so quick? This all happened before Ben Crump came. Y'all talking about Ben Crump. This shit happened before Ben Crump came. This shit happened before the mama could even get a search party really going. Hey, Drea sis, y'all gotta remember, the search party ain't even really jumping off. People just starting to hear about it, look and say, okay, let's go and help this mother. They already lawyered up. It's already an alibi made. The alibi is when Ashley put that out there, but don't forget, Wyatt's mama said something different in her statement. I played it for y'all. I read it to y'all. I said, wait a minute, because Ashley didn't say that to Wyatt's mama. Hold on, Wyatt's mama. Because she just said, and now you're saying, see, when shit don't add up, a lie, you got to keep telling different shit. The truth always going to stay the same. We don't care about the fishing. We don't care about man say. We want the truth. Was the boat going underwater or not? And who fixed it? When did they realize that he wasn't on that boat? Because, again, Ashley, how you going to say they went to the house and realized he wasn't there, but I thought the kid said he wanted to stay with Katie. Hey, like-minded. I thought y'all said he wanted to stay with Katie. So how you going to put in your statement, Ashley, Judge Ashley, that when they got to the house, they realized he wasn't there, but I thought y'all said in the same breath that he wanted to stay with Katie. Thank you, Leslie. Ain't that what she said? That's conflicting, right? How are we going to get to the house and lose Leslie when we know that Leslie said she wanted to stay on the beach with Tony? Make it make sense. When y'all was trying to have y'all shit together, it was all over the place. Y'all didn't give it time. Y'all rushed. See, had y'all not rushed and you try to be superwoman and get on top of the shit. Hey, C-No. Hey, MNQ. Am I tripping or not? I'm just saying what they said. Because I'm trying to understand how Ashley said when they got to the house, they realized that he wasn't there. But Ashley, you had put in there and said, the boy said he wanted to stay with Ashley on the beach. So why the fuck are they talking about not seeing him at the house? They know he ain't at the house. Because again, y'all just said he wanted to stay with Ashley. Officer Tatum, are you okay? I mean, I guess you think you're trying to do a good deed for the blue people over on the side, but it's really creepy. If y'all ain't seen them with black people, please, I hate seeing. Can we just come together now? Man, that shit dead. I see them saying that he's running a circus. I seen another black content creator said, being crumples, go save a family then, nigga. I ain't seen none of you motherfuckers helping Carmelo's family, none of these families that need a black brother leading the way or paving the way to get justice. But soon as somebody step in black that want to help get justice, it's he's over there, niggas over there running the circus. Being crump, let me say some lies he said at the funeral. Hi, damn, who's listening? Hell, funerals are tragic. Who's listening? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the obituary. He just lied. What did he say? Y'all way at the funeral listening for discrepancies. Are y'all cool? Niggas. Because that's what we are to him, Tatum. And to the other blogger that said, being crumples over running the circus. We'll forever be niggas, even though we're not. Niggas ain't never meant black people in the dictionary. Are y'all cool? Look up the definition and tell me. That's a name they gave us. A horrible name. But these stupid black men is when I call them niggas. I ain't seen none of them. All these police unaliving these black men up there in Detroit. I ain't see you content creators that saying he's running. I ain't seen none of you brothers standing up for none of them. I ain't see y'all in Texas. I ain't seen none of them. All the shit that's been happening to these young black men. I ain't seen the ones that's calling Ben Crump, but Ben Crump's putting his life on the line. He's a lawyer. He's getting paid. That's what you do. I don't know if y'all going to school to be a doctor to do pro bono good. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. I appreciate that. But I'm pretty sure ain't no doctor working on nobody for the free. Why I think they do private practice so they won't have to deal with medical card and all that. They can get paid. Just saying. I'm just saying. Even Al Sharpton and his dead ends. Finally. Yeah, I need to get on back out there. It's a good case right here. I'm gonna crack on his ass, but he out here. We gotta stop. That's where it starts. All the hating. We hate each other so much that we can't see the shit like this interview in front of us. Yeah, Capricorn, his dead ends, boy, it made my ass itch. I ain't gonna hold you. Al Sharpton's dead ends, boy, I'm telling you, it bothered me. She said cognitive. What did cognitive say? Let me see. Let me see what cognitive. Nolan wanted to stay later than the white boys who had to leave, but he thought he could go back later on. Tracy's boat with Javon, but then Tracy's started fighting and we had to leave early. I don't understand cognitive. Read. Tell me what you mean. And Leslie, let me tell you something. Everybody ain't gonna feel how we feel about this. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna feel how you feel about this case. I mean, it's right there. The writing's on the wall. Hey, Natty. She said, state the motherfucker facts, all the conflicts. They got us fucked up. I'm ready to have some stuff up. Speak on it. Miss Parker said, could it be as, why are they? See, no, that's sick. They kept the most important part because think about it. The throat, we trying to see if it was water in the lungs. He got to see. And he said, they're not ruling out no foul play. Because when y'all holding on to certain pieces, Stacy, he's trying to understand, we're doing a second autopsy. That's just like, you're going to an interview, but you ain't got an ID or nothing. You going to the interview, but you ain't got no IDs. Make it make sense. So what they saying about Judge Ashley with her involvement, how we not saying nothing about that. I'm a black mother that has a son. I would be Rambo about mine. If you know. Ashley lied. Ashley lied from the beginning. Again, you can't say in a statement, my son, they went, and when they went to the house after the boat was going underwater, when they went to the house, they realized that Nolan wasn't with them. But then turn around, the boys come out and say, yeah, Nolan wanted to stay with Katie. Your mama said, wait, y'all saying that Nolan told y'all he was staying back there with Katie, but your mama said y'all went home and realized he wasn't with you. Because then y'all called Katie, Javon. If Nolan told them he was staying with Katie, why did Javon call Katie asking, has she seen Nolan? Yeah, y'all, why y'all looking for him? Why is this if y'all said he told y'all he was staying with Katie? Hit dogs holler every time. They playing in our face. They know what they doing. I'm just asking. I ain't playing dumb for y'all. I'm sorry.
Me and Nolan and a couple other of my buddies, there was 20 or 30 people.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get this back on the correct.
People spread out where we all met at the dock before, and then we departed to go to Horn Island. It wasn't just a couple of us. I mean, there were so many people. We had to split up between 3 boats, and we all left.
The statements that are out there.
Baby, you too smart. He said, no, it wasn't just a couple of us. Said couple is 2. Could be 3. We know what a few is. Nobody ever said it was just a couple of them. Because 7 ain't a couple. They said it was 7 of y'all. 7 ain't a couple. Hey, Bronx, baby. Ben Crump is playing with words to keep us upset. No, he's not cognitive. Not to me, but maybe to you. If there was evidence of foul play, lawyers don't say we can't rule it out. They say we found evidence of foul play. Cognitive. This is our perspective. And I ain't knocking you for yours. Ben Crump ain't said shit to me to make me upset. Nolan getting unalived, this whole situation alive, and shit that they're saying is what got us upset. Are you cool? See, what did Ben Crump say to make us get upset? Because Ben Crump didn't come along till after the boy was dead. So enlighten me on what he said to make us upset. We're upset that the boy is dead and ain't nobody got no answers. I don't know where you been. I don't even know what the fuck you're even talking about. No disrespect, but what are you talking about? How about Ben Crump saying words to get us upset? What? We're upset that the blue people keep getting away with unaliving ours. Okay? Because if it was a boat full of black people and Warren's ass would have came up stinking, Lola and them ass have been in jail. All of them. Javon and all of them. So again, what did Ben Crump say for you to make you think we're upset about something he said? I'm upset about what Ashley Line ass said. If you want to talk to me, talk about that. Based on what the boys are saying, this is 2 different stories. That's why we're upset. 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2 around this bitch. Okay? Now mind your ass chatting. But this the wrong chat to come here and try to play us as niggas too. Okay? Might want to go over it with Shane Cry. The fuck? He's saying words to make us upset. He can't say nothing to make me upset about nothing. Everything the man's putting out here is facts, is what was said before he came into the picture. Are you cool? They already had lawyers before Ben Crumb came, before the mama and them could even find their son. They had attorneys. Are you cool? They ain't even find the boy dead. And they was lawyered up. What? Come here talking about no Ben Crumb got us upset. Everybody black don't agree with everything somebody black say. We're upset because this shit keeps happening. And when it comes to one of ours getting unalived, it keeps getting swept under the rug and they want to pay people blood money. And we not going this time. It's time for people to stand for what's right. What? Until it knocks at our door? Until it knocks at our door? Fuck up out here with that. Wrong chat.
Made it appear that it was just you, Nolan, and probably 2 or 3 other guys, and y'all are the only ones that went out to this island.
And that's completely incorrect. I mean, Horn Island on the 4th throughout the entire.
He said Horn Island but that doesn't mean that everybody that was out there was with y'all. Just because it's the most popular place on the 4th of July doesn't mean, see, you got to stop doing that, Officer Tatum. You guys got to stop making everybody on Horn Island be a collective. Because we're talking about the boat that Nolan rode on. We don't give a damn about the other 2 boats. The boat he rode on should have been the same boat his ass went back to the house with and on. What? We don't care about the other 2 boats. They ain't mentioned nothing about the other 2 boats then. Now he doing an interview with a black man. Now it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships selling. Now there's 5 or 6, 7 ships selling. Because Ashley didn't put that in her notes. When she was coming up with the narrative. Just saying, why wasn't that talked about early on that it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ships selling? Now he's doing this interview and now it was, we wasn't the only ones. It was other people. I can see that other people say, y'all going over to the island? Yeah, we going over there. All right, we'll sell out together. Okay. And we done did that to parties. But who's in my car is who I'm responsible for, who we're responsible for. We done met up a million times because everybody going to the same spot. It don't mean we was together. I don't know who I'm in the car with. Say, this shit's crazy.
Our Gulf Coast. I mean, everybody and their mom is on the water on 4th of July, you know. There's no telling. I mean, roughly probably 2, 3, maybe even 4,000 people there. There were boats lined up off the island. I mean, there was 3 rows of boats all the way. My vision, and I could see there was 1 row of boats, and then there was another row of boats, and then there was a 3rd row of boats.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you for the confirmation, Warren. He said it was people all over, but they weren't with you. He asked who was with you because he said they saying it was just a couple of y'all. He was like, nah, you could see boats. I couldn't even see. They weren't with them. All of them. You mean to tell me that whole island, everybody on Horn Island was with him? What he's describing now ain't got nothing to do with who was with them. Are we cool? Come on, precious man, say. You gotta make this make sense. Why he choose Uncle Ruckus? Natty said why he didn't go to Don Lemon. Why he didn't go to TMZ? Why did he choose Uncle Ruckus? Exactly. When you're on the payroll, this is what you do. Nolan's mom already filed the paperwork for this, I believe. She did file a petition. I'm just being honest. She said, Tiana, say it again. She said, once again, unnecessary information. Sick of the lies. He said, who was with y'all? Because they said like it was just a couple of people. I never remember them saying it was just a couple of people. I thought they said it was about 7 of them. He done added on 2 ships now. We done added on the whole Horn Island. We done added on the whole Horn Island. Yeah, it was so many ships, but you weren't with them. Everybody on that island was with you, Warren. You messed up. Officer Tatum, sometimes when you think you're doing something good, it's just thank you. I appreciate this for real. Never said a couple of people. Never, Mona Lisa. What's going on, sister? Long time no see. They never said it was just a couple of them. I never heard that. And I never heard that the whole Horn Island was with them. I never heard it. Just saying.
There was people line. I mean, who knows? I mean, and that wasn't just, we were parked on the north side, on the west tip. It wasn't just.
It was that many people on the island. Nobody's seen them drowning. You couldn't even see the island because it was so many boats and people that nobody seen poor Nolan drowning. All those people. Is that what you're telling me, Warren? Thank you, Warren. We appreciate this interview for the clarity of the blue people. Judge Ashley is a loose Jezebel. Her spirit is off. She put Nolan in a situation to make him look bad. Y'all, the situation is another Emmett Till BS setup. And let's not forget, Mississippi is one of the most racist and has always been the most racist state in America. Y'all remember Mississippi burning? Y'all remember Mississippi burning? I'm scared to drive through Mississippi when I go to Memphis. I was scared when my mama lived in Biloxi, Mississippi. They talking about not this part. Shit, Mississippi is Mississippi. Mississippi is Mississippi to me. This was all on display. Nolan was strangled or hung, hence the missing throat and blood at the base of the neck. Absolutely, I agree. What's going on, Kiwana sis? I agree. And y'all make sure y'all follow Shank Rock. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all drop Shank's Twitch because he's been covering it on Twitch and some more stuff. And he's been covering this, doing pretty good. The interviews is the poor interview with all the wrong. Man, he's giving like she said, unnecessary information that didn't nobody ask.
Just there. I mean, there's tons of people packed out on the south side and on the east end and in the middle of the island. But just where we were, I mean, there was easily 1,000 people. It wasn't just us.
Let's go back a little bit. I want to go back to.
Look, he don't want him to stay there. Look, Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum. I ain't need you to do all of that. Let's go back. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. He said it was over 1,000, and nobody seen nothing. All them people in the water, nobody seen nothing. 1,000 people, and nobody seen this boy drowning. Thank you, Warren. Again, it's interview, and I hope that they listen to this interview. I hope being Crump. And to the black man that said he was over running the circus, see, that's why they call us monkeys and stuff. We get the names because our own people. It's a deflection. Jamie said he was there. What? And tell me more about that, Smurfette. She said 250 of America, 5 hours south from Mound. Stop playing. I think the knot on the news made the mark. Because y'all remember that area was searched. It's true though, drowning is silent and most people don't notice. That's why they need lifeguards at a pool constant scan. So cognitive, you don't think that 1,000 people, nobody, 1,000, nobody. I ain't say it ain't possible that somebody will go silent drowning, but hey, I am J Rose. I'm not going. I used to live in Starksville, Mississippi, and never have I experienced anything like this or heard it happening. Maybe a cop or two pulling somebody over and giving them tickets. And I ain't saying it is everywhere because, like I said, Biloxi, they was telling me not that thing. But, when we hear stories about Mississippi, the Trey Reed and all of them and stuff like that and all of that, man, black people ain't just climbing. Ain't nobody black climbing oak trees and hanging themselves. And then here come a second autopsy. Explain that, Mississippi. Explain that, Stacy, and so much other stuff. Why don't parents just do private autopsy from the beginning is my question. They should have let. I agree like-minded on that. I agree 100%. I do. I agree with you. She said it's just the part one. I bet part two is probably canceled because Mona Lisa. I took a screenshot trying to see who he is. He said I comment. He talked to the police. Not going if he drowned. Why everybody got lawyer? Come on, if he drowned. What you said, Samai? If it happened the way they said it happened, then why did they got lawyers? If it was a silent drowning. Hey, Can't Be Harsh, what's going on? When I watched the live this morning of the results, I hit the floor. Facts were not even that adventurous. I'm not trying to hear none of that, okay? At all. I do not like that Officer Tatum or whatever his name is. I don't. Officer Tatum.
At the dock, getting on the boat, you're saying there's multiple people, probably 20 or 30 people getting on 3 boats.
Right.
What boat were you on and what boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Wyatt's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming down, and Bart, I called Bart.
Warren, why has everything about you from the beginning, if y'all been really paying attention to the wording of this, why has everything been, I went out to eat, we went out to eat. Well, no, Nolan didn't go. It was just me. Now what boat was he on? He was on Wyatt's boat. Man, come on. Come on. Wyatt's boat.
Bart that morning, I was like, hey man, can you take your boat out? And he was like, yeah, well, my dad decided not to go, and I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends. Of course. I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that.
Why couldn't Wyatt ride with you and Bart? I thought Wyatt was your best friend. Why is your best friend riding with Wyatt? Because he's just a friend of a friend. Y'all know how you got a friend, they got another friend, but we cool, but you know what I'm saying? This case is worse than a YouTube play. He talks in circles. Absolutely, Angel says. He does. Basically, what they said this one was there was damage to the body, but it wasn't inconsistent with the damage from being in the ocean for 40 hours. They didn't say that. They didn't say that, cognitive. Is you a doctor and a medical examiner? Because I didn't hear that. They would have put that in the statement. They didn't put that in the autopsy. No. See, that's them narratives right there. What you just did, you spun the narrative. Because I ain't no doctor to say how long nobody be in the water, what can happen, or nothing. I can't say what happened to him. Because I'm not medically inclined to say that. Why y'all meeting up on the 5th talking about y'all think we did it, Nolan? Becky want a little cuz. She said that's what we can't rule out foul play means. Let me, because I didn't see that. I didn't see that about the water. Let me tell you what I seen. What no foul play mean. Let me pull your definition up, and I want to make sure, Cognitive, that it said that inconsistent with damage from being in the ocean for 40 hours in the initial autopsy. I didn't see that. I didn't hear Ben Crump say a thing like that. But I definitely looked that up, and I didn't see that. Did anybody else hear that? If I'm wrong, it said the phrase cannot rule out foul play means investigators or authorities have not yet closed the possibility that a crime like murder or assault occurred. So tell me where you're getting your definition of can't rule out foul play. It's right here. It don't say nothing about being 40 in the ocean or nothing. The phrase comes up most frequent in legal and law enforcement context, breaking down two parts, highlights exactly what it's used for. Foul play, any treacherous, unfair, or criminal actions resulting in harm or death, most specifically murder. Rule out, to confidentially eliminate or dismiss a theory from consideration. You said right, but they still can't rule it in and change charge anymore. You know what? I'm leave you be.
That there was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was probably ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people on my buddy's tide line, which is 24 tide line.
And so you guys get on, and I know a little bit more than the audience to do because we went out there a little early.
29 Lamborghini yacht. It was about 8 people on that. We had the Tryon yacht. Who asked? Again, unnecessary information. Did he ask what kind of boats they was? Or did he ask how many people went? Who was on the boat with who? Let's be real, they removed the throat, lungs, etc. in an effort to make it look to make it virtually impossible to absolutely move. And that's all that was. His throat and lungs were missing from his body. He had blood at the back of his head. If that's not proof of foul play, then what is it? Absolutely. SP said, why is he still talking? That's the point of the autopsy. They should have been able to say for certain. You can't say that they said that they didn't have if they don't got all the body parts, how can they say that? They cannot say that without everything. You said they should have been able to say for certain there was foul play in an open criminal investigation. Yeah, if you ain't got all my body parts, shit, that'd be a lie. They can't. Ain't nobody losing their license, putting out lies. They said what it is. We can't determine this because we don't have this. We need this. They're still holding off on that part. They need that. They're waiting on that. Guess what? Stacy, run them that. Right, but we said his wounds ain't consistent with the drowning. Shit.
Because I wanted to see exactly what the drive was like, what the dock was like, how far it is out there.
Of course.
But I want you to tell, the audience, like, what was this trip like? How was the waters? Did you guys do anything in between the time you
I like that baby caught that another character. You're right. Let me write that down because I didn't even I caught it, but I didn't catch it like you did. 14, Bart. She said that's a character unlock. She said he mentioned the name finally. Absolutely, baby, because I said he ain't mentioned no names. She said he mentioned a name finally. Bart must be part of the people who's gonna go down. He hasn't mentioned to no one else's name It's my buddy. Absolutely. This is horrific, but we know basically he's clearing his name. So this is his statement. I'm guessing they wasn't expecting Uncle Ben to come through. The throat being missing speaks some very high volumes. Sound like someone trying to hide. Absolutely. Stacy's ass is definitely just like she hid the fact that Trey Reed. Do your homework tonight on Stacy Turner. Because it's more than just Trey Reed and it's more than Nolan that's black that she has said this about. There's no finding of foul play. So you mean to tell me everybody black just dying and it ain't, but they've been in horrific situations? Y'all mean to tell me, y'all want me to believe that?
You rode, and the time you get to the island, was your music? Is it like a big party? Like what is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously music's blasting. It's 4th of July, man. I mean, you know how, I mean, everybody's really excited. And I mean, we had a lot of people loaded down. So obviously our biggest, you know, we're just trying to make sure everybody, you know, gets out there safe. And so, I mean, on the way out there.
Wait. Warren, is you cool, baby? We just try to make sure everybody got out there safe. You didn't. You failed horribly. It's the audacity for me. It's the audacity for me. We just wanted to make sure everybody got out there safe. Well, it didn't happen. Who was you making sure was safe? Oh, my buddy. My buddy. Lord, please cover my mind, because when I heard him say his throat and lungs was missing, my first thought was to remove them. Drea said, can we just add no one of all those people seen this young man drowning? So how could it be? Absolutely revoke a license immediately. She was using the word of initial autopsy. We haven't even gotten the initial autopsy back yet. Yeah, right. Where they autopsy? Because she came out quick, just like when Trey Reed was hung in that tree. Yeah, he hung himself. I remember when I talked about Trey Reed, I said, how did the officer just say that before the autopsy? They used one of us to come and tell the people of Mississippi that Trey Reed hung himself. And don't that man feel like a nigga right now? He feel real stupid that he let the white man make him come in front of the podium, use him, and tell that lie. Because when that second autopsy came out, he had blunt force trauma to his head. So what y'all gonna say about that one? Anything cognitive about that one? Anything cognitive? Why y'all holding on to the autopsy? Why ain't Stacy said nothing about the first autopsy? I'll wait. Because she's scared, ain't it? Because one thing that Raina Fire said when she did it, her reading on Nolan a couple weeks ago, and I said that right before she did her reading, I said that I hate that Nolan died, but maybe it's to bring change and open up a lot of stuff down in Mississippi that's been going wrong. And then Raina Fire said it. And for these families that lost their loved ones, like Nolan's mom lost him, to open up their kids' cases and get real justice. For we can get people like Stacy out of there. Because our kids are dying in vain. See, I didn't see Tashima, I'm J. Rose. I didn't see that one. I'll hold the truth. Who is Tashima? I missed that one.
It was pretty calm. I think it was blowing like 3 or 4 knots, not cloudy at all. And I mean, it was a great day to be out there on 4th of July. And so, I mean, we followed each other out, and I mean, it was calm. It was calm. On the way back, it was a little more rough, but it was not anything all my buddies' boats couldn't handle.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it was pretty calm. It was a calm ride. On the way back, hey Mia baby, y'all drop off Mia's link, okay? Drop my girl off Mia's link. That's what made me really start talking about it again, because me and Mia then was having a discussion on her channel. He said, yeah, it was pretty rough going back. Is he gonna mention the accident? Is he gonna mention that the boat was going underwater? Because he said it was just pretty rough. The water changes. If you know anything about water, it changes throughout the day. So the ride there, who cares about the ride being smooth? Who cared that this ride was smooth? We know y'all went to the beach. We want to get to the beach when y'all made it to the island. We don't care if it was ruffles in the water, ripples, or nothing. Unnecessary shit. Y'all make sure y'all drop my girl Amia's link. Welcome Mia baby, and make everybody feel welcome.
Handle, or like it wasn't like we were getting really beat up or anything. I mean, it was pretty calm.
And so you guys get out there, picture of getting out there, and there's hundreds of boats. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of people. Yeah. So it wasn't just you guys on a deserted island with just,
of course not,
a few people. This is thousands of people out there. Right? And there's a lot of people doing what? What does it look like when you first pull up?
I pull up, and we pulled up at 10:30. I mean, it wasn't, early afternoon. I mean, it wasn't, but 10:30 is, still pretty early in the day. And when we got there was already 3 rows of boats lined up all the way, like I said, until I could see. And
you're talking, when you say all you can see, you're speaking about miles.
Yeah.
A boat. When we went out there earlier today, but when we went out there, the island is massive.
Correct.
I mean, it's
okay. What do I got to do? This ain't clearing up nothing. It's not giving us no insight or nothing about the thousand. The only thing it's telling us is that everybody watched this boy. Whatever happened to this boy, did nobody say a word? She said, "Who talked him into doing?" Man, honey, you heard me. You heard me.
It's several miles long.
Roughly 10 to 12 miles. I mean, it's.
So you think that the boats were stretching from one end to the next, or just a small area
what this got
of
to
about
do
a mile or less than a mile of boats?
Well, I mean, I think there was boats all the way around the entire island, but I think some spots were more popular than others. Like the West Tip is usually very, very crowded on the 4th of July, and everybody knows that. So that's where a lot of people park because they want to be around other people. And the East End's a little more, there's not as many people, but there's still a lot of boats out there. I mean, it's not like every area of Horn Island was covered 100%.
Wow. So you get out there, y'all jump out. What do? When I say jump out, you're obviously not just sitting on the boat. The island is there. Like, what exactly are people doing there? Like, are you spending more time in the water, on the island, in the boat? Like, how is that look out there?
I mean, everybody, as soon as you get there, I mean, there's people on boats, grabbing drinks and, food, whatever else. Everybody is fully prepared for the 4th of July. They bring, all the drinks and food that they need because, they've been preparing for 4th for a little while now. But when we got there, I helped my buddies tie the boats up because the tie line was right here. The Palm Beach was in the middle, and then the Triton was on the outer side. And there was about a drop off from where the bow was. I mean, if you jumped off the bow, you were probably about neck deep in water. But if you got off the stern, you were probably waist deep in water. But when we got there, we tied up, got, bow and rear anchor set, and we tied up all the boats, made sure they were good, and everyone just got on the water. And then eventually, next thing you know, it's our group. And then, next thing you know, there's 50 other people around us. And then it just grew and grew as the day came on. And, that's just how it was. Everybody's drinking, it's 4th of July. Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves. And, it's a big party, basically. Big party.
Yeah. So y'all pretty much having a good time. Just like anybody would imagine, 18-year-olds, probably 20-year-olds, college students out on the island, women, you probably had alcohol. Y'all having a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And so where's Nolan in this? You guys out there, the friend groups are out there, 3 boats full of people that came out there that seem to be the closest friend group.
Right.
That's what I think.
Where is Nolan in this?
That day, and I talked to him and a couple of my other buddies. They in a group. I was not focused on anyone solely, like looking and pointing anyone out, because there's so many people out there. I mean, I was talking to my friends that I'd seen in a while from high school. I was talking from people I knew from college. I was talking to, everybody my age, and even people older than us were, over there. Like, I mean, it was just a regular thing. We're all used to this. We've been out to the islands before. My buddies don't just go out to the island on 4th of July, but they go out, every weekend. And like, I fish the islands. I don't just, fish around Horn Island. I fish around Ship Island too. So I'm very familiar with the islands. And I feel like it was just a big, I talked to Nolan, and, Nolan was drinking. Everybody was drinking, most of everybody. And I mean, Nolan seemed completely fine every time I talked to him. We had just regular conversations, and, Nolan was making me laugh. I had a couple conversations with Nolan and Javon, Nolan and my buddy James, Nolan. And I mean, I could tell you, I mean, I talked to Nolan a couple times.
Nolan and Javon, James. He naming all the black people, ain't it? But everybody else is my buddy. Everybody else is my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, his buddy, their buddies. And yeah, but I talked to Javon and James. Well, let's talk about your buddies. Let's talk about your buddies. Okay? Taquan et al. Absolutely, Belinda. She said all the restaurants on the lake and cameras on the federal lake. He should have been on Bart's boat. So how does he know what happened on the boat? Come on, baby. Come on. James said, Country said, I was not there. Folks wrong, James. Okay.
But it wasn't like I was strictly sitting there talking to Nolan the whole day. I mean, there was hundreds of people I knew out there. So,
yeah. And Nolan said something interesting. You told me about this. Something he said to you, I would say would be indicative of y'all's friendship.
Right.
And then he also mentioned something to you about that particular day and what it meant to him.
Right.
And could you share that?
Right. Yeah. So Nolan and my buddy Javon are talking, and I grew up with Nolan, and Nolan's just all, like I said, like just so joyful, like always happy. Like every picture I have with Nolan or picture I have of Nolan, he's always happy.
You didn't grow up with Nolan. You said you met him in 8th grade. I tell you what. Boy, you can't make this up if you're really paying attention to what's being said in this. And you can't make it up. Now, Officer Tatum, hey, I must say, it's very unsettling. The cover-up is already unsettling. Dr. Roger Mitchell explicitly stated that he fully expected the Mississippi State Examiner to have the neck and the organs for examination, as it was unclear death. So he wasn't missing his neck. Yes, he was. He said he did not receive it. He's waiting to receive it. He did say that it's, you know what I'm saying? He can understand that, but they still need that. That's part of the second autopsy. They needed everything. You can't just get my leg and my arm and expect them to determine what's the cause of death. We know that he said that that's normal, but he needs that. That's what I'm saying. Stacy, run him that. Run him that boy's lungs. Run that boy's throat to them. The fastest way. You know what? I can't.
Like a shed of light, I'm calling Nolan, and Nolan and I laugh and joke a lot. Like that's how our friend group is. We're really jokingly laugh. No one takes anything that serious. We enjoy our time together. I mean, there's never any awkwardness within our friend group. We're very, very tight. So if I ever need to get,
you should have said all that when you were saying how y'all was friends. That's my friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. And all that. We talking about y'all made it to the island. Y'all docked the boat. Let's finish from that. Okay, yeah, I was talking to Javon. I was talking about James and all the black people. Okay, let's finish that. Finish that. Why are we back to, me and Nolan always crack jokes. We always have laughing moments. We grew up together. And I be going to the Gulf, to fish. I wasn't fishing that day. Hell, you done said fishing all at the beginning of this video 11 times. Now we back to the laughing and the giggles. Let's start on, okay, you talked to Javon and James. What happened after that? A bunch of hoes. She said, by keeping part of the organs, could they become damaged for holding out for a period of time? Good question, Kimmy Harsh. He's dodging talking about Nolan at that island. Absolutely, country. Absolutely. Big dodging. Dodgeball dodging. You heard me? And if my BF was drinking, that's all the more reason I wouldn't leave. Come on, man. I'm J. Rose. Who bought the liquor? Ain't no charges for the underage drinking. Because that means that was driving that boat drunk. Are we leaving out those charges? Warren, did you not realize you was telling right there that y'all was drunk driving? Something that drives, that's drunk driving. The judge bought the liquor. Did Nolan go to your house? Who has a best friend and never been to their home? Forensic scrub the phone, I bet. She said they're going to go into the depths of hell to try to convince us it's a drowning. We know it's not the truth. Per this interview, we know. They're not going to give the organs back. Watch. Somebody in trouble. Somebody definitely in trouble, Giant country. Somebody's in trouble.
To like specifically anybody. I would go out, like even if I'm having issues with something, I go talk to my group chat and my guys are there to anytime I need it. And all my guys are, all my buddies are the same exact way. Nolan was the same exact way.
Here,
man. That's Warren, a good friend.
Get ready to leave prematurely.
Right.
And like, what? Explain that, because you guys got there around 10.
Yeah.
It's now 4:30.
Right.
People are still out there partying and
Correct.
they're having a good time, but something happened to where it necessitated you guys to get the boat up and running. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So.
That's why it was a part 2. And he didn't give it to us. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear about the island. Horn Island, to be exact. We don't care about your group chats and all of that. See, Warren, that's where you messed up. Who asked? We want to know about the island. And what's crazy, Judge Ashley. Officer Tatum said, because at 4:30, I thought you said 3 o'clock. They left the island at 3 o'clock. So why is Officer Tatum saying 4:30? Thank you, Officer Tatum. Appreciate you. Because 4:30 they was in the water per Ashley, but you just brought up 4:30 on the island. How would Warren know? Because Warren was on the boat that was allegedly sinking. If you ask me that, I'll need a white chair. I want to get into the TMZ interview. I want to hear a little bit about what Javon said, and we want to compare. And if we might have to do a part 2 to this, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish it up. Maybe later. I don't know. And stuff, but I definitely want to hear what Javon had to say about the cell phone and stuff like that. The lies about that. Did they take it down? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Eyes are coming.
I am going to make a confession here that during the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni lawsuits, I felt that Justin had the stronger case. And I think that you are in agreement with most of the general public that in the court of public opinion, Justin won, although in court.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get to the part.
You know, you make a good point.
Oh, they must have did take
Some
it
of the
down.
proceedings were going.
Let me go to TikTok. Y'all know TikTok got everything. TikTok got everything. They clips everything. Why y'all take it down for, TMZ? And why do everybody run to TMZ? I'd be so weirded out by that. Why do everybody go to TMZ? Nancy Guthrie's random ransom letters was at TMZ. Like, this TMZ, what's going on? Are they the what's it called? Like the dark shit.
In the video.
I can't tell, it's too far away, but in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear, like from the side. It's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then
it's too far away to be too clear. Are y'all hearing what he said? It's too far away to be too clear that Nolan, that's not, you know your friend voice. Y'all gonna know my voice. Hey, BT. Y'all gonna know my voice. What? It's too far away, but too close. How you close, but you're far away? Make it. Let's start there. Cause see, this when I get on my kids. And I let my kids know you sound real ignorant. You see, you're up close, but you're far away. Make that make sense. Oh, yeah, because I told y'all the TikToker said, the mama said she didn't know her son was going on TMZ.
also, that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation.
Yeah, just like that altercation, it sounded like my other friend. So you don't know. Yeah, plus that altercation, it sounds like my other friend. He didn't say that was my other friend. He said it sounds. See, this when the narratives be spent. He said it sounds like my other friend.
On the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in the altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So,
Describe that. That's kind of interesting.
Why was he losing it? But you don't even know. You don't even know. You said it sounds. It sounds. But you're saying it for sure now. Yeah, because he was losing it.
And what was that about?
he was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were trying to, like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have.
Oh, thank you, Javon. Did y'all hear what he said? The parents on that boat. See, doing it without his mama's consent, he told. Let me run it back for y'all, for the people in the back.
So, describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were trying to, like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
The parents on that boat. The parents on that boat. Thank you, Javon. They got some splaining to do. They got some splaining to do. Whose parents, Javon? Ben Crump, I hope you heard his interview through and through. I'm pretty sure he did. But the parents was there. Somebody's parents was there. Mm-hmm. All of that. We wasn't on the boat. They make sure to let them know we wasn't on the boat. Somebody was. Somebody's parents, because he just told it. Absolutely, Samaj. She said, so it was parents there, Javon. What? Yeah. Y'all heard what one more time for the people in the back?
So, describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were trying to, like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really? Okay. Cops have been.
Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? All I know is Ben Crump's medical examiner said no blunt force trauma, no cuts, no broken bones, no burns, no fracture, nothing. Signed, Dr. I mean, we won't talk about the head, though. The blood in the back of the head. Which got to come first, the indictment or autopsy before the trial and patiently waiting. Best friend, you should have been talking about the good times while you sending condolences to his family. You talking damn near a month later about nothing. That's the alcohol part. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's where I'm at. Those parents knowing everything. They're not sending teenagers out there with those type of... Man. Why ain't the police talk to Javon? Hey, TT sis. Why the police ain't talk to Javon? Because when you're with me and you're in the car with me and I come up on a live, they're talking to everybody. Redness could have come from anything, not blunt force trauma. Yeah, but until they rule it out, and then when they get his throat, I'll worry about that. No wonder why the parents started deactivating and privatizing. Yeah, it makes sense. They didn't interview him. She said police have interviewed over 60. This is my thing. Why y'all be trying to correct us when this is the little boy that was on the boat, per Warren and himself. And he said police did not talk to him. I don't care about the 60 people. I'm worried about why they didn't talk to him. Oh, okay. That was my question. I didn't ask y'all who they talked to, how many people they investigated or nothing. I said, why has the police talked to Javon? Is that not what I said? Or did I ask y'all how many? Because I don't remember asking how many people did they investigate or nothing. I ain't even know they investigated 60. I said, why y'all didn't investigate him? Let me run it back where they
actually like really like mad.
Thank
like,
you, TT.
Like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said there's.
Then look what she said, y'all. Minus what they saying. Look what she said. Now listen to this.
Investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really?
What he say? What did TMG just ask this little boy? Has police talked to you? He said been in contact. They said no. I'll wait. I'll wait. Now this what's the day? It don't matter the date of this video. As soon as it happened, Sheriff John's funk ass Neil supposed to talk to everybody. This interview just happened. What up, E Mills? But you saying that to say what? That comes automatically. Everybody's to be talked to. He shouldn't have been able to do his interview. She said I'm spreading fake news. Am I not playing? Is that my voice on there? Wait a minute. Matter of fact, let me take it back.
Describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was like really like mad, like they were trying to, like the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really?
What'd he say? I'm spreading fake news. How? Didn't I just show y'all? That ain't me talking. That ain't me talking. That's Jay Bond. He said, police talk to you? No. Tay Ebony, I know what he said, Samad. Gonna come here and tell me that they investigated everybody. Hey, Kiki. They investigated everybody. He said no. He said no. But let me finish and let y'all hear what TMZ had to say about that.
Okay. Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
That's odd.
He said that's odd. He said cops ain't talked to you yet. Wait, what? Bitch, what? Him hard. Him ain't so hard. Him ain't so hard. Him downstairs. They said what? Police ain't talked to you. Tay Ebony. Tay Ebony. I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? What made him mad? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to know the truth. Come on. They don't. They want us to go with what they saying. She said him upstairs, but him downstairs, Emils. Him down. We upstairs. We upstairs. Hey, Shay. We upstairs, Emil. We chilling. Him downstairs. Looking for milk and cookies. Okay? Him downstairs looking for milk and cookies because he ain't on our level. I know what I'm listening to. I know the boy said he wasn't talked to. And if you there, Emils, and your homeboy get unalived or he's dead, are they not gonna talk to you, Emils, immediately? Knowing that you was there? Anybody that was on them boats, they're gonna talk to. Y'all gonna be the first ones they talk to before they start trying to find out who was on the island and stuff. Anybody that was on them boats. Apparently, them policemen ain't investigated no one the way things going. They waiting on Mississippi autopsy to close the case. Just saying. She said, right, facts. Talk to him before leaving the scene all day long. Come on, Emils.
Well, the cops. I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like, you know, like I had sick.
He said, I don't see why the cops would want to talk to me. Come on. I thought they just said the cops talked to him. She ain't that what him downstairs just said? Didn't him downstairs just say the police talked to everybody? He just said, I don't know why they would want to talk to me because you was on the boat, fool. Try to come here and say I'm spreading false news over what they said on TMZ, what this little boy put out on TMZ. I don't know if it's something in the air. I don't know if the Canada forest fires are hitting your city, him downstairs, but it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Put your mask on. Let me rewind it back a little bit.
Really? Okay. Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
That's odd.
I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like, you know, like I had said my plea, like, because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever, you know, the body was discovered and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll tell you
Okay,
why I'm
yeah.
surprised. Because you knew Nolan well, and you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found. And I would think they would at least want to know, hey, just the things we're asking.
Right.
You know, did you ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me. Just to gather information. Yeah, that the cops wouldn't have contacted.
He said it's odd to me that they ain't even asking you questions like we asking. You can't. No, we're not putting nigga in the chat. What? I thought him downstairs said they talk to everybody. I thought Milk and Cookies said that they want to talk. They have already talked to everybody, and he's saying that he don't know why they. I don't know why they want to talk to me. I don't know why they want to talk to me for. Cause that's just natural in the investigation. They're gonna talk. Not saying that a nigga gotta talk. Why you put that in my chat? And y'all know better. They're gonna talk to everybody. And you know, you might look and say, I don't know why they came to me. You know what I'm saying? You might say that when, oh, they ain't coming over asking me no questions. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna come to you. It's just natural in an investigation. Not saying you gotta talk or nothing. But it's the fact that he said they didn't come to him and say anything.
And that's fine. Like, I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like, that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like that. Like this whole case thing. Like whatever. Like this whole situation. None of this adds up to me. So like, it's really hard. Like for like people to just like keep on saying things when like none of it adds up.
In the video that's been going around,
He said nothing adds up.
I want to discuss his
He said nothing adds up, is what Javon said. And he said, I don't have nothing to hide. Why would Javon feel like that? Whoever, they looking at Wyatt Earp and Warren Beatty. They looking at Wyatt Earp and Warren Beatty. So I'm not understanding why did he feel like they would, like he had to, it's, you know, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And whoever said y'all did it, the Sheriff John said he drowned. So why y'all keep clearing your name? If the sheriff said he drowned, you know? Because if I know I ain't got to say I ain't got nothing to do with it, I ain't great say that because I know I don't. You can ask me anything. Milk and Cookies ain't talking about nothing. Just came to be an author of confusion. Not over here. Tasha, wrong chat. Look how he looking. Because they knew who to talk to. Judge Ashley let them know who to talk to. Absolutely, Tawana. Payroll. I hope he don't have anything to do with Nolan because I don't trust him. What's going on, Bim? Man, make sure y'all drop Bim Float's link in the chat, moderators, for sure, over there in the good trenches. Thank you for coming through, Bim. I'm just asking. I'm just curious. Now, I want to play my girl Payday's live where she played He Got 500. Oh, E-Mills, you know he got paid. You know, we know he got paid. Yeah, we know for sure. I want to get into the autopsy before we get out of here and stuff. And then tomorrow I want to talk about Katie and the role that Katie played because I want to touch on Katie for just a minute. They said Katie went missing. Remember, Katie McCormick went missing. But then they told his mom Katie went missing and we don't know Katie. But then the Ava girl had a pool party. And they called Katie. Hey, Katie, you see Nolan? I thought y'all ain't know her. See, we ain't great everybody ain't great just let everything fly over their head. And y'all know one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I'm getting down to the meat and the potatoes. Y'all not just going to be able to tell me anything and I'm just going to be like, okay. I'm fixing to look into you. I'm fixing to go all the way down through there. That's what led me to Ocean Springs High School and the elite and all those deaths. Because I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm going to where I most likely will be up all night having nightmares and some more shit. That's how deep I dig. He said steak and baked, okay? Missing neck, 100 miles to home. Decking 5 miles, too many lies. Yeah, Carmen, it is. But they said that they didn't know Katie yet. They called Katie that night looking for Nolan. Why are y'all looking for somebody that Nolan stated he was staying with? Do it make sense? E-Mills, if I say to my girls, I'm going with E-Mills, why are they gonna look for you, look for me, E-Mills? They know I'm with you. But yet they said they don't know you, but they called your phone, E-Mills. How y'all get his number if y'all don't know him? Why are y'all looking for him? Because it was the plot all along. It was the plot all along. It was the narrative starting there, the alibi. Because now I want to make sure that Ben Crumps get those phones retrieved to see if they called Katie that night. I want to see if they called Katie that night while she was at Ava's pool party. Then they said, yeah, we seen Nolan. He had on black shorts. But in the picture and everybody seen him with blue shorts. How you go to the party with me and don't know if I got on black or blue? Hey, Natalia. How do y'all not know if I got on black or blue? This is what the friend said. Yeah, he had on black shorts, but he indeed had on blue. The phone locations. Why they ain't matching up to what Ashley said happened? Because you know with the iPhones now, you can get the locations and look at everything, right? And my iPhones is a piece of work, but they helping in a good way, in a sense. But everywhere that phone went ain't what Ashley said happened. They need to check the judge text messages between her and Nolan Wells. Katie's dad is 12. We know if Crump stay woke, he'll uncover that phone and unlock it. Yeah, he definitely is, emails for sure. But Katie's dad is a cop. Everybody is a part of something to do with the system. Lawyers, judges, works at the jail. Now her dad's a cop. So I got some questions for y'all. My first question is, why did they lawyer up immediately? My second question, do y'all think that Katie was threatened? Her or her father? Oh, he's a firefighter and still part of it. Okay? Do y'all think that Katie's father was mad about her being with Nolan? What made Katie call her family to come pick her up and her mama say, who? Katie safe. Because Nolan wasn't even found unalived at this point when she said, Katie safe. Why is Katie, and this is allegedly, but why is Katie's cousin on the run, and why did he deactivate his social media? That's why I want to leave at today with that. Too many questions absent. But they got to make sense, though, emails, and I'm asking. They said that Nolan stayed on the beach with Katie. Katie said, nah, Nolan said that he was riding back with his boys. He'll talk to me another time. Remember what Warren just said, it's 4th of July, we out there. Why did she call her people all of a sudden to pick her up? And her mama say, who? Katie safe. Like nothing adds up to what he's saying. I'm still leaning towards the fake friends. Lola, she having an affair with Nolan Wells and her husband seen tech. Who said that, Tay Ebony? Who was having an affair with Nolan? Ashley. And I got to see that. I got to hear that from Bent. I know I put a T on the end. Bent got to tell me. We already know that all the answers, my baby, long live that young star. Absolutely, me. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Who said that he was sleeping with? This one I want to. Who said that she's sleeping with Nolan? Is her name really Katie? Yes, Katie McCormick. Can be harsh. It's definitely Katie McCormick. Let me tell y'all something with these cases that make me rub me the wrong way. Is because y'all hate and y'all dislike somebody so much that y'all take what the autopsy said. I know what it said, but he's still missing things to give a full conclusion. Ashley allegedly, child, it's been put out that the affair was the reason, and they're his sons, so they would be. I get it, Miriam. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Thomas said the psychic said it was a sexual relationship because I ain't heard it from me. But then y'all, the case is still fresh. Everything ain't came out yet because Ben got to put in those petitions to get those to get authorization for them to go through the phones and stuff like that. And I think Ben them's waiting for Sheriff John to just close it out so they can get everything rolling. I heard she was pregnant. Girl. I hope she wasn't messing with that baby, y'all. That's alleged. When did Nolan put his clothes back on before he left them to go jumping in the water? And did everybody have their clothes on? Like, absolutely, Precious. Good question. I really want you to do a whole live just off the look of your thumbnail, okay? And we are emails. We breaking each one of them down. But I definitely want to play that interview with Warren. I'm not sure who said it, but I heard it too. That's crazy. Titi said, Lord Jesus. Boy. Miriam? Thomas said, I think she did mess with him. Thomas, why do you feel like that? Okay, Lola, I'll look at him and probably play him tomorrow when I play the autopsy and other stuff. Thomas, Nolan had a lot going on. What you mean, Thomas, okay, so he had a lot going on. Because from what I'm hearing, it ain't, if y'all want to come up really quick, y'all can. But what did he have going on? Because they said he was a good kid. He was at that house and she walked in the bathroom and saw God. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And I won't put it past him. I don't put nothing past nobody. Not in today's world. It's always something. What's done in the dark will come out in the light. This case is. That's why Ashley ass jumped on. Yeah, that's why Ashley ass jumped in front of that shit. That did. Hey, it ain't far fetched. It's making a little sense to me for real. That's why she came real quick and jumped in the head. Because everybody's like, well, where his mom at? Why his father ain't make a statement? Why did she? I'm his stepmama, and this is what I gotta say, and that, you know what I'm saying? And then automatically got lawyers and all of that shit. I don't see it far-fetched. She said, I've been waiting for somebody to say that. I've been holding it in. She said, Miriam and saw what? Yeah, what did she see, Miriam? His meat? Thomas, they used me at the motel room. Who? They used to meet at the motel room. What? I know y'all lying to me. So the only me that thinks it's weird that the Wells family was not involved at all. What you mean, Mooey? She had to find Nolan attractive. She said, what the autopsy say? Let me read it to y'all. Y'all have threw me with that one. Y'all have took me down with that one. That took me through. It said, I ain't messing with y'all today. She said all that dangling at me. Oh Lord. She said Miriam said she seen that boy's package and look at the pool pic. He's staring at her. That's her and her husband in the pool. Taquan, send it to me. It's a lot of manipulation. I see, Thomas. Send it to, do y'all got the picture of Lola? Do you got the picture of Nolan looking at Ashley in that pool? She done got a taste of that thing, shaking my head, lost her mind. All athletic, trying to help the white boy shine, and they caught him lacking. Thank you for the gems, honey sis. Thank you. Nolan, black handsome, had it going on. Ashley probably was bored with her husband. What they say, Nolan was always at our house, allegedly. Yeah, he was a good kid, but he was still a young man. Yeah, I mean, she's a child. I mean, not USA shaved on the chest. USA did a damn thing for me to be getting it on my chest. I wonder what that means. I wonder, is all them going to come out and make statements now since Nolan is buried? That's a good question. What are they getting this information that he was messing with that woman? Lola said she sent it to me, so I'm going to check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to check it out, Thomas. What's going on there, baby? Primo is so sad about the autopsy results. That real mom about being tired of Ashley ass. That's the word on the curb. I see Tawana with the friend. Dimples, they said Ashley allegedly, I ain't saying, but they said that Ashley was touch, you know, her and Nolan was doing the do. I don't know. I ain't seen it yet. She said, that's my question as well. Why you think nobody claimed to be his girlfriend? That's because he was messing with Ashley. She said, I don't even know what it said. Let me read it right now because this done took me. An independent autopsy report commissioned by the legal team representing Nolan Wells' family found that the teenager's cause and manner of death was undetermined. Pending investigation, but the doctor who performed the autopsy said in the report that he could not rule out foul play, according to the family's lawyer, Ben Crump, who revealed the findings. Crump added that the independent autopsy, which is the second one performed on Wells, also found red discoloration on the back of his head, but the report appeared to have gaps because of what Crump said was missing body parts and incomplete procedures. So we got to ask Stacy, why is it incomplete procedures? You've been having this body too long. Wait, what did I come back to? They said that Ashley walked in. This allegedly, Country James, the chat is giving it to me, that's been following the case. They said that Ashley walked in the bathroom and seen Nolan hung like a horse and had an anaconda, and she started throwing thought back on the anaconda and some more shit and stuff. So I said, I don't know. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm gonna go check it out and I'm gonna play it later. You know what I'm saying? Their last resort was the boy who said Nolan was drunk. Yep, I agree. I have two boys and they ain't just gonna be over a friend's house all the time and I don't know the friend. Come on. What's going on, T the Goddess? Yeah, y'all help me reach that goal. Help me reach my YouTube goal. She been seeing him often too. Shut up. It's what I knew it. And you know what's crazy? Because Rain of Fire said that shit. She said, and this was days ago, y'all. She said, It shit go deep. She said this shit is gonna go deep. She said, and some of the stuff that come out, I'm gonna play it. She said some of the stuff that's gonna come out is gonna blow y'all mind. That's crazy. I was just listening to Rain of Fire today when she said that. Let me go when she just said that. She said some of the shit that's gonna come out with Nolan's case is gonna blow our socks off. Let me see if this one's it.
I told y'all that Nolan Wells was hit in the head and he was dead before he touched the water. The autopsy results show that he was obviously hit in the head. Don't get in my comments talking about a drowning. If he drowned, it would have said he drowned. They're obviously covering something up. They're trying to hide facts. And where the hell is Nolan Wells' throat? Let me find out you trying to cover up a strangulation from these dumbass thugs. That's why they lured up fads. Don't get in my comments talking about what another medium said. I don't care. I don't watch any other mediums. I stand by my spirits and myself and God. I said what I said and I stand 10 toes down on what I said. And look at the results. This case brought out so many racist ass people. I'm so mad and it's pissing me off. I'm gonna say people reaching. I wish I could reach through this phone and slap the shit out of so many people right now.
Listen to Rain. It might be this one where she said.
So this is what I meant when I said that Nolan Wells will not get the justice that he fully deserves. This is a situation where the judge knows DA, the DA knows the coroner, everybody knows each other, and it's gonna go all the way up to the governor. And not just one person was involved in his death. There was multiple multiple boys. So it'll get to the point where at least one, maybe two people will get arrested, but not all of them. Because they'll still try to find a way to blame.
Listen what she about to say.
For his own death, to make him look careless. And do you really think a black boy in the south of Mississippi will get the full justice that he deserves when there are judges, DA, the governor, different lawyers involved? I'm not ignorant at all, but let's be logical here. His case is going to get deeper and deeper. It's going to be like a rabbit hole. A lot of things are going to be revealed, and I mean jaw-dropping revealed.
What she say? And Rain of Fire did this days ago. She said it's going to be a lot of jaw drop. I was like, what she mean by that? Now y'all coming here made my jaw drop when y'all said Nolan was sleeping with Ashley is what they said to the guy. They said the judge been screwing on Nolan. She went and walked in and seen him hung like a horse, and I said allegedly because I ain't seen it yet. I am Thomas. I'm gonna play it later. Nah, we don't. She said, now we don't like America. Hell no. Shit, what America did for us? You see what America's doing to us? I told y'all that boy had sauce in him, had all the girls, the mammies and the sisters. See, the goddess is what they saying. They need to check out the hotel footage. They need to find out not Diddy. Are you trying to say Daddy or are you saying Diddy? The third lady said that Ben Crumb needs to go down to Mississippi and get them hotel cameras footage because they should be able to see her and Nolan. Shut your mouth, Arca, baby. Oh my God. If that's true, this is deep. This is deep. It's deep. This is deep, and it's gonna make sense. It's making a lot of sense. This can't be real life. Ashley, the step girl, honey, that's what they saying. She said, honey, yep. That's crazy. The divine lady said that. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you. I appreciate that. She said, what's going on? I kind of picked it up from the mother when she had that speech. I think she believes it and waiting to see what's in that phone. It could be why the messages was deleted. You right, Taquan. Because I'm trying to think, what if he ain't got his phone, what could be in the phone that was so crucial for them to delete? Nolan was a good kid that everyone liked. That's why the only thing that makes sense was he was trying to help Javon get Tristan back onto the boat. There was an accident and everyone. I could see that too. Because he did say he was going off. I was blue about the Divine Diva. She said she channeled him and saw it. Miss Trenchable knew what she was doing. She needs to be invested. And it makes sense of why her ass, because ain't no judge going to put themselves in no position like that. She broke all kind of protocols, y'all, doing that. Honey. Primo said, Yahweh. Emails, yes, missing throat and lung. How can it be undetermined till the investigation is over, huh? What am I slow on? No, you're not slow at all. Not slow at all. Type of the reading on Nolan. Okay. Oh, so Nolan was a ladies' man, huh? So what they saying, it goes real deep. Come from Divine Diva. Let me listen. Let me see. And I'm just saying what I just played, what Rain of Fire said, and Rain of Fire said it's gonna be jaw-dropping information. And Rain of Fire and Divine they're both spiritual readers, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. She said it's gonna be some jaw-dropping shit, and that stuck to me. And I was like, I wonder what Rain. She said it's gonna go down a deep rabbit hole. Let me see. Lord, baby Jesus.
He saw Lara Quinn's resignation.
Welcome back to Divine Diva Tarot Spiritual Advisory, where growth and healing is priority.
Bananas. Honey, bananas.
This is part 5. For Nolan Wells, I can't reiterate too much from the other videos because I want to get right into it. I have a series of questions, excuse me, that I've been wanting to ask, along with those in the comments that I've read. So, the first question I have that I feel like a lot of us have had,
it's sad.
And one answer is, why did the Life 360 show a different location than Nolan's Snapchat? Now,
she picked. Wait a minute, Thomas. Slow down. What you say, Thomas? Who? She R. Kelly. Thomas said Ashley was R. Kelly. Baby. Vapey, what it do, Vapey? Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Wait, think Nolan yelled, give me my fucking phone. There's proof in that phone. Taekwon. Thank you, Mooey. Thank you. Ashley, the meat pistol of it all. That's why you wanted everyone to lawyer up. The throat organs aren't missing. They need to be preserved in a formalin for a couple of weeks so hard so they can be sliced in enough to put under a microscope. All right, is you a medical examiner, cognitive? That's my girl. I seen the spirit lady on her that said the same thing last week on God. That's crazy. Not pissed on them, y'all. Like, this is crazy. Like, was doing R. Kelly shit.
I'm going to reword that question, but that's the first question.
But you said they all inbreed. Baby.
We're going to start with an excuse me. Excuse me, some old habits came back and my body is not putting up with it, so sorry. Tobacco. Thank you, Tina Guidance. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm about to quit again.
Emails.
Okay, so what is Life 360? Angel, spirit guides, ancestors, the Most High, for clearing us and open messages, spirit.
Thomas said she was a whore.
When it comes to Nolan Wells and his phone, I want to focus in on this phone today, spirit. In the
I see emails. It made me jump.
Take me into the energy, spirit, of this phone, if you
Belinda.
can. Any visions,
honey, yours.
Energy with the phone, spirit. Why did Nolan's phone, his Life 360 app, when his mother was viewing that app and he was pinging in one place, why did the Snapchat location show another place, spirit? Why was there two different locations?
We are. And they did say that phone was going to locations that they ain't, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they said. That's why I said, can you play it one more time, please? I'm playing it now, movie. I'm playing it right now. They said the husband was looking at Nolan crazy. In any case, the doctor today said he was fully expecting the organs to be missing. Yeah, he did say that, and he did. He's requesting for that. God dang, that comes out OMG. Crumb need to go back to grade school. I'm just saying he embarrassed himself today. How do you feel like he embarrassed himself, country? Elaborate, baby. Just like they called Diddy on camera footage on Cassie. This is crazy. I hope this ain't the case, y'all. I just do. But you said she R. Kelly them, Lord Jesus, help him. The husband filed for a divorce.
The Lovers reversed. King of Cups reversed.
Thank you for being a vet.
The Five of Wands reversed. There was some manipulation here.
What's up, Rose?
Why did the Life 3...
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my guy Big Rose too, and make sure y'all subscribe to emails, okay? Make sure y'all drop emails link and drop my guy Big Rose link for sure.
The app and the Snapchat have two different locations, spirit, for Nolan Wells' location where he was. The Hierophant, the Ace of Wands.
On land.
Going once.
Yep.
Going
emails.
Twice.
That's it. Word with my phone. Yep. Emails, yes. And it makes sense why that boy lying saying that it was his other partner. You know what I'm saying? Tawana, it makes sense.
I don't know why I heard I feel like something was left. Okay. There was a point where it was left on the boat, but let's see. We're in the energy of the phone, y'all. So we have the Lovers reversed. Hold on. Because I don't want to say what I think it is. But the Lovers reversed, King of Cups reversed, Five of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. This is another true crime story, fiction, but I must know the truth about it, if you will. Why did this phone ping in two different locations? One on Snapchat was in one place, but the Life 360 location was another place. I feel like it was someone's body. I feel like this person is now dead, but this was their phone. While they were missing, this is where the Life 360 and the Snapchat showed, but it was two different locations.
Precious.
I might need to pull some more.
Queen.
There's some manipulation here.
Oh, the boy's pissed on Nolan.
But like a conflict avoidance, someone trying to avoid something, manipulating. I don't know. I feel like somebody manipulated this.
Y'all took me with this
one
today.
Someone manipulated this. Yes. The phone and the person were not in the same place.
Okay, Thomas, the boys pissed on.
Did I just? I told you her left behind. This means that he was separated from his phone. But somebody manipulated an action by moving the phone. It's like they moved the phone, but his body was still there. Y'all.
Love you, sister.
It was a King of Cups. What happened is being kept quiet or not openly confronted.
This country.
At least one of the tracking systems is working as designed, not glitching. Somebody took the phone away from Nolan's body, y'all. Somebody had the phone. We're about to fucking find out who had this phone. Okay.
Hey, Sweet.
This is what I'm getting.
How you been, Sweet?
Nolan Wells.
What's going on, Chill? Drop
Was
Chill
tied
link,
up.
y'all.
The phone was taken
Thank you, Deshaun.
to manipulate that he wasn't in that particular location. Okay. When he was alive, they took the phone away.
I don't know, Emils, because we got to think about all the locations. That's a good question.
This person was tied up and beat, that they took the phone away from him, and it manipulated the location, the second location. Or how is it but that was what I was wondering. How is it showing at the same time? Wow. I'm catching it.
Mm-hmm. They said the judge is sleeping with Nolan, country.
Thank you. Here we are. It showed two locations because I know this to be true. Snapchat might show the last known location that the snap was open. When the Snapchat was open, it like we say, I go to McDonald's right now, right? And y'all are looking at my location. You see me drive to McDonald's.
All right, baby.
Once I go to McDonald's, like, I'm not on there. But once I go and, like, say I open Snapchat,
that's Slick, for
it'll
sure.
mark
Let
that
me
as a
know.
location I've been at. All you'll see until I do something on Snapchat is that I'm around that area. But that's the...
Armani, girl, they done said that, sis, they said that Ashley was sleeping with Nolan, girl, allegedly. I'm saying allegedly. They said Ashley was sleeping with Nolan, child.
Last known location. It's not always a live location. Life 360 shows the current or last GPS ping.
They said Ava, they trying to talk, they said they did have a pool, they did go to a pool party back in June, but they said that Ava had a party. That's where they called Katie at and asked Katie has she seen Nolan. And that's what I was saying to the guy. I said, but y'all told his mama y'all didn't know Katie. So how y'all know to call Katie that Katie was going to be at Ava's party and call her and say, you seen Nolan? Like, make it make sense. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it erases. Absolutely.
This means that they were left him here, took the phone here. Two different time steps. Okay. This is... So let's ask the question. Did someone take Nolan Wells' phone from him?
Girl, see the guy.
And go make it ping in a separate location to cover up? Y'all see how
yes, ma'am, I see
that.
that.
The devil's a lie. Justice. Nine of Wands. Did someone
Okay.
did someone take Nolan Wells' phone from him and take it to another location without
What am I
Nolan
trying to
Wells?
prove?
Let's do that question. Yes.
My Pooh up
Betrayal,
here.
deception.
I love you, Pooh.
A masculine energy too. It was God, man. It could be an older man. It could be the father figure of the house. But this says that this person did something here.
You and I were both lied to since childhood. We were told since we were
Something here. They felt like I gotta get some more.
I see
Give
Armani.
me. I'm spirits like just feed yourself. Feed yourself the cards.
That's
We're
what
gonna
I'm saying,
tell
hey,
you,
young.
feed
That's why I'm
yourself the cards.
confused.
Don't keep trying to read. Thank you, Spirit. My spirit guides me trying to just make sure I get it out correctly, because that's one thing. For me, I'm a perfectionist. OCD at its best. You mean? Okay, so
Thomas said Katie's
I'm
irrelevant.
being guided to use the what lies beneath. I'm going to clarify the Emperor and the Seven of Swords reverse. Someone moved the phone.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I say it's making sense. I'm gonna give y'all, that's exactly why it was two different locations. They did something, opened up that Snapchat, and then traveled to the lead. They ended up not getting the assistance from the board. I'm gonna tell you why it's making sense that Ashley plays a part in this, because she spoke up too fast. And as a judge, you know what I'm saying, she put her job on the line to clear it up so fast. Like, she wanted this cleared up. Drop the Divine Divas link for me, Samad, so people can finish going and watch it. Absolutely, Taekwon. I agree. You got, you know what I'm saying? I always say that. I don't never leave the boys or the men out. You know what I'm saying? Hit dogs holler. And she was just like, and the shit she said didn't even make sense. And it makes sense about them holding that phone and being aggressive with that daddy, because if he ain't got his phone, what could be in the phone? Because the only thing they got is going to the boat, going to the island, getting on the boat, going to the island. Ain't nobody got their phones. Cognitive said, well, everybody's phone was on the boat. So why did y'all try to keep his phone? And why was y'all deleting messages? That's why I always said, and I asked that in my notes. I just asked y'all that question. I said, one of my questions is, why was it deleted messages? Why did they lawyer up immediately? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. In my notes. You know, I just didn't understand what messages could be deleted. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have his phone to say anything. None of that shit really deletes. Ellie and lawyers can get it from the metadata. Just came back. Thank you, Chill. How you been? That's what I said to myself. She spoke up too fast. She did. And I was like, who puts themselves in this kind of position, and you know what I'm saying, does this? Nobody told the judge to speak. Right. I could see his mother, and she's like, I'm his stepmother. She made sure to note that, you know, I'm woo stepmama, and gave a whole account for this day. And it was almost like, here's the account for the day. Leave it alone. Because Sheriff John went instantly and was like, yeah, he drowned. Think about it. He drowned. And I was like, how y'all just concluding all this shit and y'all just found him? Right. Emmett and Nolan, because this is some Emmett Till shit. But the question is, what made them go pick up just Nolan? Absolutely, Taekwon. Absolutely. The judge is guilty. Boy, Ashley. And this ain't Divine Turret that I heard. I heard Rain and Fire. That's why I played that clip where Rain and Fire said, this is going to be so deep and it's going to be jaw dropping and stuff is going to come out to have your head spinning and all of that. Shout out to Rain and Fire's link. right, chill. She need to be off the bench. Yes. Man, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all support. I'm gonna watch Divine Turret's other, and I might be back about 8, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to squeeze in and play her new one for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We break down the new one and stuff. Ashley, use a word one. You know what I'm saying? It was something about Ashley I ain't been feeling since she made that statement. I'm just telling y'all how I feel. And this is not, I can't say you are, but it is something about that made you write that statement and just come out all of a sudden and put your job on the line. But I appreciate all the super stickers, super chats, the new memberships. Thank you guys. Those that went on Twitch and bought the gems and stuff. Thank y'all so much. Just coming over and kicking it with me and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Dialoguing with me about this horrific situation, this unsettling cover up in Katie's part and stuff like that. It's still more to come, y'all. We still waiting on the toxicology. They have not dropped it yet. They're still waiting for this other stuff to be done so the second autopsy can be complete because it is incomplete. You're right, emails. Sorry, y'all. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Good evening. My name is Alyssa. I'm calling because there are pending grocery and cash benefits worth up to $3.
Man, pending groceries and cash benefits. Man, y'all not great scam me. Scam likely, okay? She said Judge Ashley's looking stupid. Boy, that's why they up there calling Ben Crump clowns trying to get Officer Tatum on top of things and talk to the boys. Nah, Ashley, we want to. And that's why, remember, Ashley was like, yeah, everybody, I made all the boys delete their accounts and all of that. Ashley, you know. And if you are sick. And I hope Ben Crump takes them up through there. You hear me? Because that means you're a pedophile. And I'm saying allegedly. But if you did, you're sick. And that means to me, y'all need to look more into, they need to investigate more. Investigate other people. Armani said, no, child. Armani, man, say. And I hope you guys make sure y'all hit the like button. If you didn't, please hit it on the way out the door, okay? Y'all ain't gotta go home, but you guys to get the heck up out of here. Cause I'm about to go drink me some wine and go finish listening to these readings and look up some more stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to put out false information, but y'all have blew me. He said to him, yeah, emails for sure. Why you think the stepped up and said he was my man? Someone already did, Ashley. No wonder he had a closed casket in the funeral. I'm running this back. It said Warren found out Nolan was sleeping with his mom. That's why Warren had sit up there all calm and cool and didn't want to take him out to eat with him and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I went out to eat. He didn't go out to eat and all this other stuff. If anybody wants to come and share their thoughts real quick, y'all can before I get up out of here. But until next time, I know I've been missing, but you know I love y'all, man. We love you too, Precious. We missed you. We missed Latasha Balsady. We missed a lot of y'all. Martha Cruz and so many other sisters. Did you see the interview? Yeah, Armani, I played it. That's the first thing we did was play that Justice for Nolan, His Life Matter. Absolutely, LaShondra. This has been jaw dropping and it's something they don't want uncovered. It ain't just the death of Nolan. It's something sinister going on. You could tell. You know what I'm saying? You could tell it's something sinister going on with this case, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Diamond, what's going on, sister? But yeah, until next time, you guys go and enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. I will see y'all back here tomorrow at 2:30, okay? If not just 2:30 tomorrow, I'm definitely pulling up at 8 and we're playing this shit. She was in her feelings. She spoke out of her feelings. And did y'all pay attention to Warren? It makes sense because Warren kept saying, yeah, see the goddess. Yeah, I'm gonna play that too. I'm probably do that one to Monty, the goddess, after 2:30. I'll probably do that one about 4. And remember, Warren kept saying in his interview, he's like, "Oh, he's a good guy. I'm not gonna speak bad about him." What could you say? Everybody done said he's a good guy. Like, I'm not going to speak bad about Warren. What could you say? Because we all done been drunk and went on a little, rant. That don't mean you're a bad person. All right, Kamisha, we're going to get out of here. Go over there and check out Divine Diva. Make sure y'all pull up on Shankar because I know he's going live about Nolan. I don't know what time or whatever, but just keep your notifications on and just check. You know what I'm saying? And also do that with me. Check and see the notification because y'all know how YouTube be tripping and stuff. So check that out. But I appreciate you guys. I missed you guys. For those that I ain't seen in a long time, like Precious and Diamond, you know what I'm saying? I love you, sisters. Martha Cruz, I hope you're okay. Latasha Boss Lady, sis, it was nice seeing her the other day. It's been a minute for a lot of my sisters, but I just want y'all to know I love y'all and I'm praying for y'all. I hope all is well with you guys. But y'all go and get y'all some wine and get y'all. Thank you, Karen B. Thank you for the heart, baby. I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for real. Man, go get y'all some wine or something. I'm probably gonna try to find me some cut water. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go get some cut water.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen. You know who you are, bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright, she's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard.